Welcome to Selecting Start,
a Twitch channel hosted by a collaboration of amazing and positive gamers
dedicated to playing some of your favorite Nintendo games.
At Selecting Start, our goal is to give a streaming experience that is clean,
entertaining,
wholesome,
interactive,
and most important of all, fun for the whole family.
And now a word from some of our streamers.
It's Minute with Mana now. Heyo everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and I am an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer who is so excited to be a part of this collaboration of Selecting Start. My whole stream is all about having a positive, welcoming community that's appropriate for everyone. I love playing Nintendo games ever since I really fell in love with the entire company and all of its great products and games, back with my very first video game ever, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Actually, from there, I ended up being a Nintendo fan for life, and my favorite video game of all time is, as was probably no surprise to anyone, Secret of Mana. My favorite genre is platforming, and my favorite series is The Legend of Zelda. I plan on playing a whole bunch of things, probably starting off with a lot of modern titles like Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I definitely am going to dive into my back catalog of games and all of those wonderful retro gems that I love playing on my original hardware, my original systems in fact, from way back in the day. So I hope that you'll join me along with all of the other great streamers here in Selecting Start.
Hello everybody, my name is the Owl08, but you may call me Owl. I am a Pokemon/variety streamer, and my streams are all about having a chill place for anyone to hang out in. I am excited to find new experiences with Selecting Start, and to learn and grow with a new community. From me on this channel, you can expect to find more Pokemon content, as well as joining me in experiencing different games, both old and new. And of course, joining in on different collaborations with other members. I look forward to hanging out and chatting with you all, and I will see you next time.
Hi everyone, my name is GinnyGravity, and I'm a family-friendly variety streamer with a heavy focus on Nintendo content. I got my streaming career started with Animal Crossing New Leaf, which I hope to bring to this channel because I think it's just such a lovely game. At the moment, I mostly stream Splatoon 2, as well as some other games that are not Nintendo related, but I hope that you enjoy this channel that we are building. We hope to make it as fun and welcoming as the individual communities that we are bringing into it. I'm a family-friendly streamer because I don't want to bring more toxicity into the gaming world. I feel like there's already plenty of that, and I want to set a good example for my nephews and my nieces, and I want them to be able to sit down with their parents, my brothers and sisters, and be able to watch me, and to watch me play games, and I find that other people who are like-minded just resonate so much with me.
Hey everyone, I'm Warrior of Zerona, but my friends call me Waz. I'm a variety game streamer that plays all sorts of Nintendo and indie games. I also love Monster Hunter, and you may catch me playing that on my personal channel often. On top of streaming, I'm also a husband and father to a beautiful little 21-month-old girl, and currently working full-time as well. Interactivity is probably one of the most important things I look to do as a streamer, and I love connecting to my viewers and the community. And that's why I'm excited to be part of Selecting Start, where I hope to be able to connect and play with new people in a positive and family-friendly way. I'll see you guys in the next stream.
Hi, I'm Natsume, and by night, I'm a variety streamer who plays various Nintendo and indie games. I especially enjoy playing story-based games, including RPGs and visual novels. You'll probably find me streaming these quite often on my channel, as I enjoy being able to dive deep into the adventure they bring with them. Being able to portray different characters and really get into their shoes is something I really love doing. By day, I'm a full-time software developer that enjoys a good problem and being able to help people in general. I began streaming because I wanted to play games with my friends who live far, and so one of the things I adore is finding new friendships on stream, and the communities created because of it. Selecting Start brings those communities together, and it's filled with not just quality streamers, but also quality people. Those involved are people I look up to a lot, and I would have never dreamed to be able to not only befriend them, but join forces with them to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. And that's why I'm so excited for the trip we're about to embark upon. A family-friendly, wholesome community that Selecting Start will bring.
Hey everybody, I am Saving Liberty. I am a family-friendly streamer that is appropriate for all ages. I stream Nintendo games like Splatoon 2 and Super Mario Maker. And I'm even known to play some retro titles like Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario World on original hardware. The first game I ever played was Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. That was back when I was about 2 years old. And ever since, I loved Nintendo as a whole. And it's just been with me through all the years growing up. I love Nintendo. And my favorite game of all time, well, that's after changing since I started streaming on Twitch. My first favorite game of all time was Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. And then when I started streaming Twitch, it just automatically became Super Mario Maker. To me, Super Mario Maker is like a Mario game that never ends. There's never an ending, especially if you're streaming it and you're playing viewer levels like I do. You're always playing new creations. You're always finding new gems and just new ways of playing the game. You're always learning how to do new tricks. You're always learning. It's always learning. Every stream I play Mario Maker, the viewers levels just make me learn and it inspires me to create levels as well. And it's just a great joy. So I gotta say that right now, my favorite game of all time is Super Mario Maker. But for now, my main focus on this channel is going to be to stream Super Mario Maker. It's a great game to interact with the viewers. I love playing your guys' creations. So please, if you see me live, please bring me a level. If you want to watch me fail, bring me a hard level. If you want to watch me like pass with glory, bring me a mediocre level. Something that is like 1 to 2% or something that we can work on. If I don't beat it in the first stream, I will try my best to beat it in the second or third stream. So if I can't beat it in the first 20 minutes, bring it back again next time and we have a try and see if I can beat it at that point. Because I'm not the best Mario Maker streamer by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but I love playing the game. And I'm so grateful to be a part of this project, Selecting Start. This channel is going to be an amazing channel for anyone that wants to sit down with their kids and watch some streamers play their favorite Nintendo games. It's going to be a great channel for the family just to sit down and just enjoy a nice night in. This is definitely going to be a channel for any family-friendly viewer out there that wants to have all family-friendly content and not have to worry about anything that's not family-friendly. So I would definitely recommend checking this channel out. And I just love what we're doing here, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Selecting Start. And yeah, come and join us on the ride with Selecting Start.
Hello, I'm Umber Quiaz. I'm a plant-based educational streamer on Twitch who uses video games to teach people things like the history of chestnuts, or how horrifying Bulbasaur would be in real life. But for this channel, I'm willing to branch out, turn a new leaf, so to speak, and teach people about other things.
Hi everybody, my name is John Paul O'Keefe. I love streaming Nintendo games, that's my main thing, and I'm really excited to be a part of Selecting Start. Right now I do my own channel, which is the JP Ghetto channel, only because I might not have the best software, but it works, it looks good, and we all have a good time. I stream twice a week for now, and once a week with Selecting Start, and hopefully getting more hours soon. I hope you guys enjoy the content that I share. And I do have a family of my own, a little kid named Finn, and a wife that we call Smashly on the Twitch. Alright everyone, see you later.
Hello gaming fans out there, it is Chaser the Ultimate Gamer here, also known as Scooter102089 on Twitch and also YouTube. So not only that, so my stream kind of works out like this. I do a lot of single player type games, like right now I'm doing Kirby Star Allies. Also something called Mature Mondays, which happens 2 times every month, where I play M-rated games that are 17 and up, because those games deserve some attention too. Don't worry, Selecting Star's not going to have any of those type of games. This is all fun for the whole family, which is for the most part what I also do as well. Sometimes you gotta mix in a little bit here and there. And also I play a lot of multiplayer games whether it's Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Bomberman R, and whatever games that people would like to play on my channel. So I really like to make it what the viewers truly want. Jinker, is that you? I think the bot for my channel is up to something. Uh-oh, this ain't good. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, I'm pixelized now. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to continue. So I want to really thank the big people behind the scene, you know who you are, for letting me be a part of this, because I'm really shocked that you all enjoyed my content so much that you feel like I could be a great partner to this amazing collab. And I can't wait to get started and meet some awesome people, because that's generally who I am, and I am definitely a person that you can come to anytime for anything. So let's get going. Let's press that start button, and you go ahead and select the games, and we'll go ahead and play them for you. That is my motto here, and that was really, really cheesy. I am very cheesy sometimes, I can't deny that. But yeah, and I want to thank everyone that's a part of our team. We're going to be building some amazing content for you guys, and I hope we're going to make something really cool out of this. So I will see you guys in the streams. You guys take care. See you later.
Selecting Start is a channel filled with like-minded streamers
Looking to create a positive,
Relaxing,
And family-friendly environment for viewers.
We hope that you will join us in building a wonderful community.
And eventually a 24/7 channel
of family-friendly content.
As with any gaming adventure,
The first step is for all of us to
select, start.
Yay!
Woo!
woo!
Oh, yes!
Lord Lipton!
Really amazing, so I don't know.
Hey! Whoa!
Oh my god.
We're
Look
live,
at
guys. We're live.
Look at all the shiny faces around
We are
here.
live.
Oh my gosh.
Yay! Oh my gosh! Everyone,
man.
the hype.
Hype everyone.
So much
The hype, the hype.
Now the secret is over. It's so amazing.
I know.
Oh,
like-
we could finally get it off our chests. We were holding on so hard. We're like, we know you want to know. We know, but we couldn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, welcome in, everyone. We are so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us on
Thank
our
you.
launch day.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my god.
Oh, hello everyone in chat. Oh my gosh, so many people here.
And Jakku
Yes.
seems to have a point. The camera does not know who to go to.
Yeah, the
well,
camera
that's just
doesn't.
because we're all laughing.
Yeah.
Google Hangout. That's all it is. Whew.
Where do we
So-
start, guys?
I don't know.
Oh, well. First of all, I hope you all really enjoyed that reveal. Yeah, we're doing a little hangout today. Isn't that right, Ginny?
Yes, we are. We're hanging out. We're hanging out later, too. We're going to be chatting, answering questions, whatever. I don't know. I think we're going to be playing some voice call games, too. Mana, you
Yep.
had those set
Yep.
up?
Yeah, no, it's kind of, I realize it's kind of like a little bit of an AMA too, because I mean, I'm sure that people might have questions. So if you have questions, feel free. Chat is going faster than I've ever seen it in any stream of mine. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the same here. My goodness, this is crazy. I'm glad that all of you
We
were
should have
able to
considered the
come
slow mo.
It's amazing. I love it.
here. We'll definitely try to
but-
keep up with it.
But yeah, our thought was to just kind of launch with a chance to chat, and then yeah, our first. Well, you can see our calendar for what we're doing today. We have 12 hours of back-to-back streams today
And,
Oh, yes.
playing.
and 6 days out of the week that are filled every week. That not filled, but have something going, something happening.
And more to come.
It's
do-
true.
And more to
people-
come.
And the people here probably still don't really know what this is yet.
And not even everyone who is a part of this is even able to be in this particular call. So it's much, and not even everyone who's a part of this was able to be in that premiere video. So we've got a huge group of amazing people that
I
have
think
all gathered for this.
right now it's about what, 16, 15, 16 people, something like that.
Roughly.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Yep.
And that is to me that's crazy. That's like so woo. Lord, woo,
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing this through the delay, but I was just looking and seeing what was happening, and before we all went woo, it's like obviously this is picking up whose voice activity is going on, but it just randomly went to this perfect like 1 second clip of Natsume just going.
is there a sensitivity thing
Guys, so
that
this
we can
is totally
change?
live. No, there's no sensitivity, unfortunately. It's just Google Hangouts doing what it does best.
It's trying its
Nice,
best.
nice.
Give it some credit. It's trying its best.
It is. It really is.
But yeah, everyone, we are live. Yeah, Daizo, we are definitely live. Waz is also a part of this, of course. You saw in the intro premiere.
Evil
should
guy,
we maybe
another person.
Evil guy, yes, evil guy.
Evil guy is in.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we should go through and do some introductions in case people don't know? I mean, we just watched the premiere introductions, but in case people are coming later, I don't know. I maybe not. That might be a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't think it necessarily sounds that bad. I mean, you could say some stuff that you really didn't say in the premiere video. Like there was.
Yeah. It's funny Scooter said that because he messaged me like, oh, I forgot to put something in my video.
But to be noticed, guys, I was working on this like at 5 a.m, so I was really tired at the end of it, and I'm like, oh, and then I sent it to them, I'm like, no, what did I do? I didn't let the far out. That was hilarious. Oh, the conversation we had were priceless.
Yep. Well, yeah, and as Jakul said, see, I can actually point out this is the mana lamp reveal. The only people who've ever seen this all around me is patrons, because I've done some little short videos, just kind of vlog style, and but I've always used the green screen on my streams, so you're seeing like the mana studio room for the first time.
I see something else in that left corner. Well, technically, your right corner.
Yes, over this way.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't show on the stream. But I have my little otter mana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otters, they're hiding.
I'll have to go grab it and share with you the otter.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
hey, maybe you know what we should do?
What?
We should go through and see who's followed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, there's so many.
I think that would take a while.
Oh, really?
Because that thing was going off the whole time throughout the whole video. I'm watching it. Follow, and I'm like, oh man, this is.
We have 26 new followers.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Wow.
Maybe 27 now.
Maybe we should explain
I think it
what
could
the
be more.
channel's about.
That's what I was thinking
Okay.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should.
Who wants to take the roller coaster on that?
I
Ginny.
volunteer mana.
I volunteer mana as tribute.
I would volunteer in Natsume's volunteer of Mana's tribute as well.
Man, I vote Mana as well. He is the best explaining things. I gotta say. Mana's the
Well,
best.
there's this thing called Twitch, and you can stream live on it. And I'm not sure how it works, but people do it together, and it happens. Selecting Start is a collaborative channel. It is a channel that we hope to grow to a 24/7 channel. It was a joint collaborative effort to get off the ground. It basically is going to be an ever-growing group of streamers. We'd love to see family-friendly content be on Twitch all the time. So the plan is, if you tune in here, that the content is going to be appropriate. You can have it on your TV in the living room, and people can come in. You can be watching it on public, and people aren't going to, well, they'll probably be like, what is that? That's weird. But they probably won't go, that's inappropriate. That's part of the hope anyway.
Yeah.
We are beginning by focusing on playing Nintendo games because we find them so appropriate for everyone. And and we'll see how things go and evolve. This channel is not necessarily something that is set in stone in terms of what games we're playing and things like that. But what is set in stone is that we are a family-friendly place for everyone to tune in, again, with the goal of being alive around the clock 24/7. So yeah, we've got a great group of people. We've got a second wave of invites that'll be going out soon. We're going to be yeah, we're excited. We're really excited about this. It's been really a long time coming.
It sure has. I think Mana, Liberty, and I started talking about this in the middle of August, and I had this idea bumping around in my head for at least a couple weeks before that. So, and I had shared it with Mana before that too. We finally got Liberty involved around the middle of August, and that's when it really started to take off. So, yeah.
Ginny is quiet.
I'm
Jiggle
quiet.
says.
No, that's no good.
No, I'll listen to.
No.
I should probably just. I can't turn up my mic anymore. Maybe I can put it in my face more. Is this better, Joe? Cool. No.
That's so much better.
It's like radio show
Is that
Ginny.
actually better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I just put it closer to my mouth.
I think if you angle it towards your mouth a little bit, it'll be better. Like instead of having on the side.
Yeah, I think to the side is the reason why you're not getting the full.
If you put like
this? No, that's worse. Like this?
Oh, there you go. That's better.
You know what?
That's better.
I think because those microphones on one side is always like on a lot of them, on one side of the mic is always more hot than the other side.
Oh yeah.
And I think you were just talking on the non-hot side.
Oh no,
Could be.
This is definitely
The
the
non-hot
non-hot
side.
side. I think. And then this is like maybe the hotter side.
Hot. No, you're cold. You're cold.
I'm
no.
cold. Wait, what?
Hot.
Is the
hot.
mic
Ow!
game
Ow!
and-
Ow! Oh, I'm getting
You're on
knocked out.
fire.
I'm on fire.
The mic is lava. The mic is lava.
Yeah, Jenny's on fire.
Oh,
This
man.
is one of the games.
So
Yes, it's part of the game.
just looking at chat real quick, because I might actually start paying attention to it now. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm gonna try to.
We see a whole bunch of people who followed. Again, thank you so much. And we have a comment from Alexers who says, doing a 24/7 stream, you would need some people from Europe. And yes, as a matter of fact, we at least have one.
Say something
Yay!
else.
I'm the token European person, I guess.
Oh.
I don't even have a response to that one.
I'm sorry.
No, that was good. That was great. That was funny.
But we definitely I mean, all of us we looked at people, we were looking at channels, looking at people to invite. So we've definitely got we've got a good core group, but we're definitely looking to find new people to join us in this endeavor. We'll be doing that. But yeah. Also, let's see, we've got Wolfcat7 who says that they love family-friendly content, which makes me really happy because that's exactly what this channel, again, is going to be all about. Alex, hello, Alex. Alex says at least one. Alex, I appreciate you being here. So many good people. And yay.
Yeah.
I like Gaming Doggo's comment. You're cold. Now you're on fire. Now the mic is lava. If this is a window into how much the stream will make sense, I'm going to have to love this stream.
Oh, good
Great
on
comment. Great comment.
Indeed. Yeah. So what else, Ginny, should we do?
We should.
Ginny's kind of hosting this
I mean,
particular part of it.
It's streaming from my computer at least.
But we're definitely open to answering questions you might have. So let us know. Oh yes, Waz points out you can see the streamers that are currently part of the team in the panels below. Yep. And that's probably worth mentioning too, is we do encourage you, if you find that you like some of the streamers here, feel free to follow. Not every streamer on their personal channels is going to have family-friendly content around the clock. But we did take care to look at the streamers and say, hey, they kind of represent overall the vision that we have for this community. And And so, they're definitely worth checking out. You can follow them down below. You can click those links, check their videos out. Maybe just pull a tab open, see if you want to watch them. Or when you tune in to the streams that we're hosting, you might go, I like that. And we have goals of a little doobly-doo somewhere that you can just click on the screen and it'll actually follow to that streamer.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I mean,
my
like,
job,
everyone
wasn't it?
The checklist was long and mighty, Ginny, for all of us.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was a very tedious couple days, especially the last few days. It was, whoo, Lord Lipton.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
this past
yesterday, I'd say. We did
Oh.
a lot of work yesterday.
Last few days were pretty much going crazy for me. I'm trying to like organize everything, and then my computer decides to go, "Hey, I'm going to make it even difficult for you." I'm like, "Thanks. This is just exactly what I need." But we made it out. So
Yes, everyone was nervous.
I'm
Everyone
still
was
nervous.
I'm still nervous too. Yeah.
Yep. Alex has to go back to work. No problem. Hey, Ultra Kirby, how are you doing? Zizal says you all did great.
Oh, thank
Aw,
you.
Thank you.
Mr. Skippy asks, did you get Windows updated? Which, I don't know, I did hear about a whole scare about deleting files and stuff like that, and then it auto-updated last night, and it scared me.
I didn't
But
hear
it was
about this
fine.
deleting files thing. It auto-updated
Yeah,
for
I
me
heard
last
about
night
that.
too.
I guess they made a patch that before, so last night, in theory, should have been okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think they also said that they were gonna promise that they were gonna recover the files, but I don't know. But hopefully that was okay.
Yeah. A very bad patch, yes.
Squid
You're right.
asks, "Are you guys going to have a public Discord to bring together all the streamers' communities involved?" And yeah, that's definitely on the long list to-do list.
Yeah, just because we got ready for the premiere doesn't mean we have everything set in stone yet. We still got tons of stuff that needs to get done and make sure that everything runs properly all the time.
Yeah, no, we've got we do have plans though for an eventual public Discord server. But we want to kind of figure out what that's going to look like. For now, you can find us at Selecting Start on Twitter. And of course here on Twitch, and we will be doing all of our official announcements through Twitter for now. So if you use Twitter, I encourage you to go follow that. Again, it's Selecting Start. All of the streamers here pretty much have retweeted the announcement from Selecting Start, so you'll be able to find that account pretty easily. We also do have some other social media plans in the future, but those will be coming later on.
That is correct. That is right.
I forgot to retweet the tweet before going live, but I just did it. So if you're
me
following
too,
me
I
on
just did it
Twitter,
Hey, at least it's done. At least it's done.
That's right. Natsume, thank you for adding that Twitter link there.
No worries.
Daizo says, "What a premiere and no Discord? For shame, y'all."
Doggo actually had a question too, and this one's kind of tied to Natsume's. Will the full farmyard be joining? They all do family-friendly content. I'm going to be honest, this is an awesome stream. Has a bunch of streamers that I've seen, loved, and got lost in my follows list. Some streamers I've been wanting to check out, and some streamers I haven't even heard of until today. You guys did a great job.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So as to the question, and I think that we all could easily answer this one. We're going through a list, and we have like the head honchos that are going to keep looking at that and kind of give the final say so who's going to be entered in and whatnot. But that's all going to be at a later time.
Yeah.
yeah, we actually have a couple of the other members from the farmyard on our list of people to invite, and so yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
And thank you. And I'm really excited to get to know you all. And I see a lot of names. It's actually really exciting to see a lot of names I've not really seen before. So this is really cool.
Yeah, I think the good idea of us all, I mean, a lot of us going live at once to get everyone to push over. I think that was a really clever way of getting it hype up more.
That was Liberty's idea. He's not. It looks like he disappeared. But
He's hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding.
He's
at
being
the
a
moment.
ninja.
But yeah,
Liberty's a dark red void right now on Hangout.
I wish it could be showing. It's kind of
Liberty!
hilarious.
Liberty, come back.
It's working,
It's okay.
Natsume. It's working. That's my name. There I am. That's amazing.
Oh, yay. Oh my gosh. Hey, thank you, Alexis, for that new follow on Twitter. And Hi has to head out. No problem, Hi. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you'll enjoy this channel in the future. Speaking of people who will enjoy this channel, we've got a bunch of people here. Yeah, we've got Waz Gaming, Lord Life, One, Poof Apocalypse, Art of Mana, Saving Liberty, Hacks and Snacks, Squid Alley, Power Ranger Jenna, It's Panda, Harem 1988, Alexers 2014, Evil Guy 0613, Linwell Lady, Scooter 102089, Sheep Machine, Natsume, Gaming Doggo 081, High 30, Jakul 48, Kristen JSB, Daiso Divan, GinnyGravity, Emuris, Wolfcat7, Zero Replica, John Paul O'Keefe, Ultra Kirby 22, Artelia, The Owl, 08 TV, and Alex Athenaeum, who there may be more, but I haven't refreshed the page yet. So that is pretty amazing. That is our first 30 followers. Boom, right there. I was just talking before we started the stream about how it took me, I mean, I'm trying to remember. It took me weeks to have met 30 people who felt like the stream that I was doing was worth following. We just crushed that in less than 30 minutes.
That is crazy.
I think it was over a month that it took for the Art of Mana channel to grow to that point, and we've done it in 30 minutes. Wow.
It definitely took mine longer than that. I remember my first month that I was like, "Ugh, am I with people liking my content? Should I do something different?" And then it started piling on once I started playing Splatoon 2. But yeah, definitely not as fast as this.
What? Nobody likes Splatoon 2 around here. Nobody. Oh. Don't look at my background. Don't look.
I'm going to try to do that Kappa face right at you, Jenny.
It's not bad.
Really well.
You know, in all fairness, that's actually one of the really cool things that inspired us with this channel, is that we all knew that together we would have a bigger presence than individually, right?
Yeah.
And that was our hope. We wanted to share this, you know, our desire for something positive and appropriate. And yeah, and then, you know, as we started to realize that more and more people shared this, it was like, this is perfect. And, you know, hopefully we all kind of raise one another up. And, you know, we really want this to be an outward focused kind of thing, you know. That's the hope. And when we actually started and we sat down, we were kind of like looking through names and stuff, I was really encouraged, because when I know for me, this is just personally, when I started streaming, I was thinking I really wanted to be family friendly. At the time, I didn't have that sort of term. You know, now it's a tag on Twitch, but back then I called myself E for everyone, and I really just wanted it to be a clean and positive place, you know, approachable for everyone, inviting for everyone, and appropriate for everyone. And I didn't really know too many other people who did that. I didn't know of anyone actually else who did that. I just wanted to see that on Twitch. And now it's like, I look around and I'm like, there's tons of people who are doing it, and they're all here right now.
Well, a good chunk of us at least.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm like 90%.
And I'd like to, I just got to step away for a second there, and
That's
I'll
right.
be back in just in a short little while there.
Okay.
Liberty,
Nice
you
as rice.
missed-
And yes, thank you everyone so much for coming and hanging out. I'll be right back and continue, guys.
All right.
He's missing so many opportunities to say Lord Lipton. It's
I
not
know.
Right.
He has not said Lord Lipton yet. I'm insulted.
Lord Lipton.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Whew. All right. Starlight Now, thank you so much for following as well. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to Selecting Start.
Starlight.
Starlight.
I know that person. Hi.
Hello. I second that, Waz. Mana did inspire me to be more family friendly for my content as well.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. He probably doesn't want to use Lipton's name in vain. The good one.
Evil guy.
Yes, the great and mighty Lipton.
So, it looks like Alexa says every time now I see Starlight's name, I'm thinking of Muse's song Starlight.
Oh,
which
Muse. I like them.
I don't know them.
I know them, but I don't know many of their songs.
I bet you, like, and later on I'll probably send it to you guys so you can hear it. I bet you if I play one song for you guys, you'll know. It'll take one song. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. No copyright. No copyright.
I think the name is actually inspired by that. Oh yeah, there we go. Starlight just said that the name is actually inspired by that song.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Oh wow, must be a good song. Waz says it's a great song. We wanted to use that as our wedding song. Wow.
Oh,
very cool.
That's cute.
Squid, that's the one that probably a lot of people think of. I think of Starlight Zone from Sonic, of course.
Right. Mickey Mo, hello.
Hey, Mickey Mo is in.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another thing. Talking about this channel is we're hoping that Waz says, speaking of wife, hello, Mickey Mo-chan. We hope that this channel is something that you can enjoy, even just sort of in the background as you're doing stuff. Just kind of tuning in, listening if you want. We're going to try and read comments out so that you know what the context of our reactions are. So if you want to just go in listening mode and lurk mode, that's perfectly fine too. I mean, there's like 50 people right in here right now, just hanging out. And so yeah, feel free to just listen and lurk away. You can leave this channel on all day if you want. It's all good.
That would make us sad.
But we really appreciate all of you guys coming out here to make this big event. Really, it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always quite interesting with the time differences, because at the beginning when the plans had first begun, all of the launch, even though it was 10 out of 10, all of the launch for me was on the 11th.
Oh yeah.
So I was very tempted to be like, guys, so you guys do the launch of the 10th. I'll say that mine is on the 11th.
That time difference.
I know.
Yep.
It's still the 10th though, luckily.
It is? Okay, good. I was making sure. Is it still the 10th for you?
Yes.
Oh no. Nightbot. Bad Nightbot.
Oh no, Nightbot.
We definitely got to work with Nightbot here because he's busy.
He's doing a great job at modding, that's for sure.
Maybe a little too good of a good job.
All right,
we'll have a talking to.
Yeah, we all get in a Google Hangout with him. Nightbot, yeah. What are you doing?
Well, I thought I was helping. I just wanted to say you're starting to bug me. Stop spamming emotes.
Okay, I've calmed Nightbot down a little bit.
Soothing words for Nightbot.
It's okay, Nightbot. We like emote spam around here. In fact, we find it very flattering, usually.
Yes, it is usually a really nice thing to see. It's okay, Nightbot. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. We still love
we have another awesome question. Thank you, Fuzzy, who also is a member of this channel, for pointing that out as well. Would someone like to read Gaming Doggo's comment and respond to it about our schedule?
We do have a schedule. It's on a Google Calendar, and it's down in the info below us. But we can always post that link as well.
Oh, true. We could. Yeah, Fuzzy. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, or Waz, that would be cool. Or Zizal.
One of you awesome people.
Yeah. Or any of us.
Yeah.
Or any of us.
But yeah, it is in
fast.
the info panel. So you can just click on the panel or tap it on mobile. It'll take you right there. It is a Google Calendar. It is live updated. What you see is what we see. So all of our scheduling is subject to change, but what's on there is what we've committed to. And I would say probably a week out, you can be guaranteed that that's going to happen unless something major occurs that was unexpected. So Yeah, it's all there. We've got right now 6 days a week. Obviously, we're not 24/7 yet, but we do have 6 days a week. Possibly we'll get to that 7 days a week here very shortly. Like I said, this is a 12-hour stream right now. We're going nonstop, back to back. So if you're tuned into this channel, just feel free to listen away. It's probably worth mentioning, we've never done this before. The way we plan on making transitions may possibly require, especially if you're on mobile, a refresh or something like that. So if you see us offline and it hasn't been 12 hours yet, just make sure you refresh because we are still going today.
I'm sorry, my
Does
mic
anyone
is
want
low,
to
guys. Sorry.
Oh, is your mic low? You sound good to me.
Yeah,
Does
it
someone like
sounds good to me too.
Yeah.
But maybe it could be a little bit different from the stream side and from in the actual call itself.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
maybe.
I could turn down everyone else and keep myself at max volume.
Well, why don't you just... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah. Well, no. You're doing the audio from the Selecting Start channel, right?
Yes,
Oh,
but
then
not
you'd
my
hear...
voice.
Then
I
you'd
have
hear
my microphone going straight through OBS. So
that's probably why.
yeah.
Well, I'll take a listen for a little bit, but perhaps someone would like to... Oh, yeah, the calendar is on the US West Coast. You can change that Google Calendar to your time zone, just FYI. Ginny or someone, would you like to share what the outline for today is?
Sure. Let me get the calendar up. I don't know the times exactly, but we're going to be chatting for the next hour or so, I believe. We have some games lined up for us to play, and hopefully, I don't know if there's any user involvement that's going to be happening because Mana's thought of most of these games, but we'll be doing some voice chat games, and then alright, so all these times are in Pacific time zones, just for everyone's reference.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing this until 2:30 PT. And then at 2:30, the owl will be playing Pokemon. I think he's going to be shiny hunting, I do believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
He's in chat, so yeah, he can correct it.
And then at 4:30 p.m. PT, we will be doing another one of these hangouts for anyone who wasn't able to get involved if they want to join us then. Anyone who's in chat that would like to join us then. That will be going for another 2 hours. And then at 6:30, Saving Liberty will be starting some Mario Maker, what he does really, really well. He's not here to hear my compliments, so I guess I don't need to compliment him too much, but... No, he's really great at the game. Like, I stink at Mario, so it's fun watching him play that.
He's really good. He's gotten great.
Yeah.
I thought I was good at Mario, and then I saw him play. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
And then at 9:30 p.m., JP will also be playing some Mario Maker. So there's a good 4 hours of Mario Maker happening tonight, if that's something you're into.
Yep.
But,
and yes, Zizal is shiny hunting tonight. Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love your little shiny Rowlet emote. It's adorable.
It's cute. Very cute.
We have an excellent question from Squid Alley. Random question, but will all the streamers have their original overlays for their own stream or a special Selecting Start overlay for consistency?
Good question.
Great question.
Very good question.
Yeah. No one's going to answer that question.
I say let's not somebody answer this one.
Okay, sure. So I think I believe it's Mana and Saving Liberty, and essentially the guys have been working together to put some overlays together. So we will all be using Selecting Start branding, and they will all be consistent. We all have our own colors. I think purple. I know Ginny's purple as well. Mana's blue. Liberty's of course red. I think Scooter's green. Yes, Scooter's green.
Light green as Yoshi color. Yep.
Yes, and actually, I think down below, you can see everyone's color actually.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that is right.
The tile,
yep.
or the panels.
Yeah. So everyone will have their own Selecting Start branding on this channel.
Yep. Oh, I can make the backgrounds rotate. They just were giving me problems earlier. They might decide to cooperate now, though. I could try to make all of our colors show.
It's up to you.
That'd be up to you on that.
I don't mind either way.
Let's see if they cooperate. Hold on.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, we put together a whole set of overlays for everyone that all has it actually will have our name as well on it, so that if you are tuning in, you'll know who is actually streaming. For today's or for this current stream, obviously it doesn't have our name because there's a bunch of us. But yeah, so we have different layouts for different uses and different types of games we're going to be playing. So we've got our 4x3, our 16x9. We've got some 3DS layouts because a few of us plan on streaming 3DS games. So yeah.
It's working.
yeah. Oh, it is.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Basically the way they put it to me with the whole thing, they want to keep stuff as consistent as possible. So it would be a lot harder. So if we all create our own overlays, we're trying to create like what they said is a brand, as like a whole name. So we're all trying to be on constant styles. Though we still have a little bit of uniqueness, as in like what color we wanted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In general, each streamer will always bring their own uniqueness to it anyways, just playing the game and just being themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's where the uniqueness comes in.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Yeah, we didn't want to sort of limit personalities, but we wanted to have some consistency so that when people see, the thumbnail and they're like, oh yeah, we want to be positive, so bright colors and yeah. And of course our selecting start logo, which is kind of what up this way.
Oh, this way.
This way? No, that
way.
Wait, huh?
That way.
This
I'm
way.
confused.
This
I
way.
think it's your right, Mana.
This way here?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's right.
This way. Okay.
Oh, Squid has a good question. Squid asks, who
Took
did
a
the
lot of
art
work.
assets for the channel? It's very clean looking. It wasn't me. It was Mana. He did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah. But well, no, that's not totally true because actually Ginny and Liberty also chipped in. I will say that premiere video Liberty and Scooter did together. Scooter put a lot of time and effort into that as well. I mean, and everybody's chipped in various ways. So whether it be, the script writing, whether it be we have guidelines for everything and policies for everything. We've got board members helping behind the scenes. Natsume set up our bots, although I won't blame her for Nightbot's a Nightbot just is mean.
Yeah, that's just
Nightbot can get a little out of control sometimes. We all know what we're getting into.
But real talk, Natsume actually did some amazing stuff kind of under the hood where where Nightbot will automatically detect who is streaming. And so all of the ! streamer command, it will always be the person who is currently streaming to the selecting start channel that will show up there. So more stuff that she's working on there, which is really exciting. So we should have a lot of cool ways to make all that integrated. So, but yeah, no, I mean, and everyone who submitted videos, it's been a big process. But in terms of oh my gosh, I think there's 17 unique overlays for every streamer. So what, 16 times 17? And I saved
a lot.
Every single one. If I just open up my folder here, I didn't realize getting into it. I was like, oh, this will be easy. Let's make a template and we'll be fine.
It's 272 in total.
Is that what it is? Oh dear.
Yeah.
I was
goodbye,
Daiso. Crazy.
Oh, take care, Daiso.
Bye, Daiso.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, my folder that is just set for overlays currently is 233 files for 14 folders.
Wow.
It's just interesting when you always think like, oh man, this is gonna be easy. I mean, same thing with editing videos, and editing audio and everything like that. You think, oh, that's gonna be a cinch, and then you get into it hours later, like, right, this is easy.
The cake.
So fun.
Oh, and then you can notice now the colors are changing
I got it
in
to
the
work.
background.
Yay!
Yay!
So you can see now all of the colors of our various streamers rotating around us.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Jenna says this is weird, to which I say, what is? what me?
I mean, weird could be a positive thing though too. I mean,
It's true.
weird
I
is in
embrace my
cool,
weirdness.
like, hey.
It's a little weird for us too.
We're cool, weird guys.
True.
We're weird and we're proud.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Poof, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Poof.
Hi, Poof.
Yeah. So, any other questions you might have? Really, feel free to ask away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jenna says the jumping from cam to cam is weird. I can get that. It can be a little bit much, but
yeah.
We're trying.
Hopefully,
to
you're not
calm
getting
it down.
motion sickness.
I'm trying to scroll
do
back to
it.
see if anyone asked anything.
Yeah, I've been keeping a close eye on the chat, and I have not seen anything. And
Okay.
I'll definitely keep an eye out. If someone, any of you did ask a question, please go ahead and ask again. Sometimes chat flies by because we can't be quick enough. But I mean, I've been really trying to keep up on chat. If there's anything really important to say, so.
Jenna says, "Wait, I have an important question for Book Girl."
Book Girl.
Book Girl.
Is that
Ginny?
Me?
Oh, I guess.
Is that
I
me?
guess that would be. Hey, we only have one Chase Alicia around here.
Which is an inside joke, which references last night's GinnyGravity stream where she was making Sims characters.
I was, and I
and
made Sim into a beautiful woman.
I'm a beautiful
not
woman
Sim.
now.
I made Chase into a beautiful woman.
I'm beautiful now. I'm guessing, honestly, the Book Girl is probably going to be leaning towards Ginny with all those books behind her.
I do have a lot of books behind me. What books do I have? I have a lot of books. Here they are.
Looks like a lot of it is manga, from what I can see, right?
This whole, well, actually, this shelf has a lot of manga on it, up until Shogun, and then the rest are actually, these are comics, but these are not comics. And then I have a bunch of Star Wars books.
Yay.
And these are all video games. Oh gosh, I'm hitting something. It's okay. It's okay.
And your automaton.
Oh, and my automaton,
Oh, yes,
which still doesn't have any batteries in it. I'm sorry, guys.
And need some batteries.
I could run downstairs and get batteries.
You kind of should. I think that should be played. I think it should be played. Yes.
All right. I trust you guys, so I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna real quickly too just say that I first got an opportunity, or I got an opportunity to play the automaton for the first time last weekend.
How was it?
It was really fun. It was the smaller version, and it was pretty difficult to get precise notes. But yeah, I'm definitely like I want to get one. I've wanted to get one for a while, and I think I'm gonna pick one up at some point.
Oh my god.
Evil Guy says, "Can I just say again that you guys did an outstanding job? Like seriously, the intro, the presentation, the organizing, like this is outstanding work. I feel bad that I wasn't able to help out as much due to being busy the last couple of weeks, but I just wanted to say I'm really blown away with the work you all did. Y'all amazing, and thank you so much, Evil Guy. And we knew that you were busy, and we're so glad you're a part of this. Do not worry."
Yeah, I think I'd like to say something on behalf of everyone else because I know I'm not sure if everyone is aware in case they joined later, but the main people who started this whole thing were Mana, Liberty, and Ginny, and I think they've really put in a lot of work and put together something that I think it's going to be quite special, and it's really cool to see them bring together so many streamers and so many people that share their values and just in general their kindness. So I think on behalf of everyone, not just on stream but within Selecting Start, I think you guys deserve a massive thank you and a massive applause. And I would give you guys flowers, but I can't. I mean, I can give you like a virtual version of flowers, but
Aw.
I think
you
a
guys
nice
have
one.
done an amazing job.
I think once Liberty comes back too, we should give them 3 a big applause for
Definitely.
their hard work. I am truly honored to be part of this. I remember when I got the message and I was shocked. It's like a surprise birthday party that I didn't know I was having. You know, it's just when that, because I mean, to me, I love my channel, but I'm always, you know, looking at it like, oh, I could have done that better and I could have done that. You know, you're such a hard critic on yourself. You really are when it comes to streaming, at least in my case. So to hear that they love my content so much that they think I could be a true asset to this project, it means so much to me to be able to do this, and I'm just so happy. And I definitely thank them for all their extreme hard work, and I'm glad they were able to all chip in to make this a successful start. And we hope to continue and go above and beyond every time.
Oh, Scooter.
Yay.
But you guys are all amazing.
Just because I noticed a couple of things in chat going on, a couple of little timeouts. Please notice that we're not picking on anyone, but we're trying to establish early on our expectations. We're keeping language in chat also very clean, so you know, please refrain from words that might even be considered potentially a swear or would be kind of a harsher word. And one of the things too is that because we are a worldwide community, some terms have a harsher connotation in other places. So it might be something just to be aware of. And if you get timed out and asked not to use a word, then please accept it as the learning opportunity. Another thing is that we don't actually have our guidelines, I guess, public, I realized. So we'll have to maybe make a note of that in order to do so. But yeah, we're going to kind of keep things cracked down because that's what we're trying to make here. We'll kind of keep you all in the loop, but we don't want to bring up topics or conversations that are inappropriate. And we don't want to bring up any kind of language that is inappropriate. That's
that
kind
also
of...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I was saying that also includes abbreviations. So, you know.
Yes, good point.
All those big ones that people like to use to like try to get around it, they're not allowed. Please do not use them in this.
Right. I suppose what I could do, and maybe what I should do, is while you maybe catch up with chat for a little bit, I'll go ahead and pull up our actual guidelines so that people, so that I can maybe read out what we've told our streamers.
Sure. Squid Alex actually had a good question here, and I'll let Natsume answer it, but I'll ask it. Any ideas what you guys are going to do for sub badges and emotes, since there's such a melting pot of streamers?
Well, I think at the moment we have one of us has volunteered to maybe possibly do that. But we're still talking about it and still kind of discussing it. But we think that this is probably something that we actually need to look at next, given that the channel is probably going to grow very quickly, especially just from today having 30 follows and 50 or so people in chat. So, but they're definitely coming. They're definitely being thought of.
Absolutely.
And we have some very talented artists in our group as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Oh, here's another question. Gaming Doggo, can I use the word bloody as a substitute for a swear?
No, please.
No, please. And then also this instead of HE double the hockey sticks, no, same rules apply. That's still abbreviation of the word. So no, thank you.
Yep. So sorry, I was gonna pull something up and I got distracted making myself a note to look at the guidelines. So I'm still working on that.
Oh, no problem.
Feel free to go on and read chat.
Yep. Jenna is like, mana.
Oh, yes, Jenna.
She goes, guess what?
You know, that's a good question, which we'll say there's a lot of somewhat innocent what am I trying? How do I say this? Like obsession with uh with I guess, as you said, booty on on Twitch. It's like a weird thing to say. Yeah, so we're obviously going to steer clear of that sort of thing, and yeah,
What is this about booty?
We're steering clear of it.
Oh,
We will sit on them, but not,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the best way to think about it is: would you want your little ones hearing this and copying the same word? Probably that's closest.
Or in some cases, would someone who cares a bit more want their kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, I just pulled it up, but we talked about language and topics that are appropriate for all ages, no foul, abusive, or inappropriate language, including acronyms. Because of cultural differences, some words might not have the same impact, so be sensitive to that. We're going to try and avoid memes that have negative connotations, things like that. We're going to be sensitive to religious and cultural perspectives, so we're not going to take certain things in vain. We're not going to discuss religion or politics because it's just not really the best forum for it. There you go. Ardelia says another way to think of it is if you wouldn't say it in church, don't say it here. There we go.
So to be fair, there are some words in those churches that do spread around.
So let me point out the do not discuss religion or politics.
Yep. good point on that.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
Try to be positive.
I did the perfect segue. I did the perfect segue.
And on that note, thank you for that segue. Try to be positive and assist all to relax and unwind with our content. Again, all of these rules you're not gonna like get kicked out immediately. We're gonna just kindly mention it to you. So please try and take it as such. Be kind to others is actually one of the rules, right? So discrimination of any kind is not tolerated. Don't use derogatory terms. We're going to try and avoid inside jokes because I know there's a lot of communities here. So we're going to try and share and let you be a part of those inside jokes because we don't like being on the outside of an inside joke. And we're also not going to insult, compare, share personal info or things like that. So that's just a little bit for you to know. That's kind of some of the, that's a real quick run through of some of the things that we've talked about and defined in our group.
Mystery asked a really great question. Why is the lineup of streamers here so good?
I love that question. That's
I do
great.
too.
I love that.
I don't know. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but
Whoa!
I'm joking. You guys are the good ones.
Splatoon, Jenny. Splatoon. That's all I gotta say to you.
Oh, you bring it on, Chase.
Bring it on.
Uh-oh.
We're already starting this.
The fighting's already beginning.
And it didn't even take less than a few hours.
Yep. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been a whole hour since we have officially launched this, and we're still going strong. Amazing. That is so cool.
I am back for now.
Hey,
Hi back for now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to now.
What the back to now miss?
It's a great question.
We pretty much went over rules and guidelines.
Nice is right.
Answered a few questions, and also bye Squid Alley. I saw the message there.
Oh, Squid Alley, take care. Yeah, sorry you have to leave. Definitely makes sense. Sorry. No. What am I? Oh, there we go. I was wondering why I couldn't see my the cameras of people, and then I realized it's because I had the guidelines over it. That makes sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense. I was gonna just check and see. I hope I haven't missed any followed, but let's take a look. Looks like we have 33 followers, my friends. So yeah, we also have Dark Solid X and Mystery that have joined us. Thank you so much.
Linwell Lady asks, what will be the first game that is streamed on the channel? I believe we said earlier, I think it was Pokemon that is done by Zazowl, I believe.
Yep.
That's correct.
Right.
The Owl 08 TV.
And he'll be going live in what? An hour? Just about?
Yep.
Yeah, just about an hour.
2:30, I believe. So in
Oh,
an hour and
hour and a half.
24 minutes.
Yes.
Or 24 minutes, yes, being specific.
Yep.
And then we have like a second chatting planned, right?
That is correct.
Yep. Yep.
And then I'll be going and doing Mario Maker, and then right after me, JP will be doing some Super Mario Maker.
So if you were hoping for a lot of Mario Maker, you're gonna get it. 4 hours of it.
More like, I believe it's more like 6 hours, because I got a 3-hour slot, and I think JP may have a 3-hour slot as well.
Oh, 6 hours. Well, there you go.
Wow.
So then you better bring those levels and bring some popcorn or something to drink. You're gonna need it.
That's right.
Bring your toughest levels. He can take
Bring
it.
those. Yes, bring
those
all your top levels.
.001 levels.
Oh no, Ginny, don't do that to me.
Sounds like they're playing Break the Streamer.
That's a fun game to play, Natsume. I don't know if you've partaken in it a few times.
I mean, it can be
JP
fun.
says woot woot. Nice as right.
Woot, woot. Oh,
JP.
man, I remember my Mario Maker stream, and I got to play Hex and Snacks level. Oh, that was so frustrating, but I want to beat it. I promise them. I will promise you, whether it's on this channel or my own, I will beat your level on stream. I will guarantee that. I'm gonna try.
That is a guarantee I don't even pretend to make. I'm just like, my guarantee is I will look at your level, I will play it, and that is my only guarantee. No, I won't even make the guarantee that I play it, because my queue right now in Mario Maker is like 60 something.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have a queue yet, which is something I'll probably eventually want to talk to you guys about getting myself.
Oh yeah, we can help you set up that.
I wipe my queue. I wipe my slate clean after every stream, but that's because I stream Mario Maker so much. If I had to keep every level there, it'd be in the thousands. I would say now.
You would be never ending, Liberty.
Yep. Yeah, I don't wipe the queue. That's part of my problem. Alexer, thank you so much. Alexer says, I will say that it's good to see a bunch of different Nintendo streamers collab together to make a community to be family friendly, because you don't really see that a lot. So
That was
thank
pretty
you.
much our goal.
Yeah, that exactly. And Wolfcat says, I must go now, but I'm very excited to see all of you grow with this group channel. Wishing you the best. I really appreciate that. And to everyone and to you, thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting it. And feel free, if you care about this and you want to see it grow, you want to see it continue, you want to see more of this, please do share it around. I mean, obviously we're getting this kicked off the ground. That sounds violent.
That sounds very violent. Family friendly, man.
Going into space.
Why are we selecting start? It's so violent.
That's
You
not
could fill it with
nice.
pretty balloons on it. Just kind of like lift off from like something from up or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
There you go. That's less violent, more family friendly. There we go.
That's much better. Yeah. But please do share this. Please do, you know that just being here is a big support. So, that's huge. So thank you so much. And thank you again, Wolfcat. You've said some very kind things today. So I know I appreciate that a lot. And by the way, some people actually asked a few good, well, they didn't ask overtly a question, but it made me think of a question. And that is, what kinds of streamers do we have in our group?
Oh, we have a good variety of streamers in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We have Super Mario Maker streamers. We have a speedrunner. That's Fuzzy. He's there in chat. I see him. Hi.
Yeah, thanks, Fuzzy Games.
We have
it's like our one speedrunner.
and we have a few variety streamers as well.
Yeah, we have variety streamers. We have the Owls doing shiny hunting on Pokemon. We have some streamers who like playing RPGs.
Splatoon 2 is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
We
What are you
went
talking
over
about?
This. Nobody likes Splatoon 2 here. Nobody.
No, why would you say that? There's the girl with the squids in the back.
Yep.
No, there are no squids.
No squids.
No squids.
Yeah, we also have like Umbra Quiaz, who is actually she bills herself as an educational streamer. And so she's very focused on like plant-based things, plant-based games, artwork, and education. And so she's going to be lending her wisdom and insights to the channel.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. So we've got a pretty good variety. And And yeah, and really, I think what you'll see is that what we stream here on this channel some of it might be unique, some of it might be like to what we would normally stream, some of it might be kind of normal. Like for example, I stream myself.
Oh goodness.
Well, there was some huge distortion.
Yeah.
Are we? Oh, is my internet cutting out?
It might be.
Am I back?
Yeah. You're no longer
yes,
robots.
Yeah.
Yep. No more Domo arigato, Mr.
Robo Mana. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I was just going to say that some of the stuff that we do might be more par for the course. Like I tend to stream mostly Nintendo games myself, so I'll be doing a lot more of the same here. Yeah, same with Scooter. Some people might be doing more Nintendo than they normally would, or might be more family friendly than they normally would.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just raise my hand for everything. Yep.
Yeah, which I think leads on well with Gaming Doggo's question. He says, I have a question for every streamer here. It's given that you guys have a PG stream, which I love, but are you all PG off stream, or is that too personal to say?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't mind saying it. So, I mean, I've kind of alluded to it before, but when I started streaming, this is really what I wanted to see was family friendly, E for everyone, something that anyone could tune into. And so yeah, so my channel is run the same, with the only, so I use the distinction E for everyone, and family friendly, to basically be like, if you watch a movie, it's like the Disney, like less than E10. It's like, that's kind of how I think of it. That's how I try to talk and things like that. In my own personal channel, I have branched out to a few games that are maybe just slightly like they're like PG or PG-13, which technically, that's not the correct thing, but like where there's maybe some themes or some pieces that are not totally appropriate for everyone, but I try and make that really clear ahead of time. And I only do it when I find that there's something of value to take away from the experience. So a really good example for me is my playthrough of Brothers, so is it A Tale of Two Brothers? Which is a game that has some pretty heavy themes, so it wouldn't be a game that would be appropriate for everyone, but it has such a great message in it, and so we talked about that as we played it. But how I handle myself, how I talk, is always E for everyone, and I would say it's an exception when I play a game that is not something that is like E for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like before we did a collab when we did Street Fighter. The reason we did Street Fighter is because we have such a huge love for the game that we played as a child. And, you know, even though it's teen, I've seen a lot worse teen rated games in that retrospect. So I thought we were like, yeah, that's a good fit. It's not too harsh compared to other ones out there.
Yeah, do you want to continue on with yourself, Scooter, and talk about your streams?
Sure. Like off streaming wise, or I guess on my streams personally, I do consider myself more of a PG. I do allow some of the very minor words out there, but obviously in this channel, it's a no-go. I'm not allowing it at all because we all agree to that type of thing. But I do allow some minor stuff. But if it gets too much, then I'm like, hey, watch it. You know, let's try to keep it nice. So, but my goal with any of my streams is to keep it friendly. Most of all, you know, I like to make sure that people feel welcome. They don't have to worry about, oh, what's this guy going to do? And then I wanted to branch out a little bit because, you know, I don't like to play just, you know, kid-friendly games all the time. Sometimes I do like mature-rated games here and there, just a little bit, you know. So I kind of branched out and I do it 2 times every month where I do what is called as a Mature Monday, where I will play a game, and it's always noted ahead of time, and I always make the warning that it's not suitable for children and whatnot, and I kind of let it go from there. Like what I've been playing right now is Bayonetta, which is a game I was waiting to stream for a long, long time, and now I'm finally getting to do it. But other than that, my stream, on the other hand, is, I'd say, in the PG range, you know, just keep it friendly for the most part. But I'm excited to be a part of this for sure. So this should definitely be. It's a little bit newer of a venture for me because it's going to be completely 100% G-rated, but it's definitely going to be worth it.
All right, who wants to go next? I'm highlighting people so coughs and laughs don't take them away.
Oh, that's smart.
I can go next, if so.
Yeah, sure.
So I do mainly family-friendly stuff. However, I do enjoy my indie games and my RPGs, which for the most part are family-friendly. However, sometimes there are some games that I wouldn't consider are family-friendly. However, I won't swear or anything. I think if I have done in the past, it's probably because I don't know, there was a jump scare or something in a game. But generally, that's not something I even do in real life, which is it's quite funny. But no, I do enjoy story-based games, and so if it's got a good story and it's got a good message, that's generally what I will stream. But yes, for the most part, it'll all be family friendly, aside from maybe a couple. But you know, I will make sure that if it's a mature game or anything like that, you know, everyone's aware. But that's very rare.
It sounds like we actually have a lot in common in that, you know, it's like we've kind of branched out to a few more games. I know for me, I just love video games. I've always been a fan of the hobby my entire life. So we've sort of branched out, and there's some things where we kind of, it may not be core to like you know, completely family friendly, but I think maybe Natsume, maybe you and I share this. I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but like we wouldn't draw attention to those things. Like you said, you wouldn't swear if there was swearing in the text or something. Like you wouldn't read that out loud, which I wouldn't do either. I try to cough if there's a swear that comes off, which is not too often, you know?
That's a funny way to do it.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 took me by surprise. I didn't even realize it was T or whatever it is until I played a little bit with Arcane Seamstress. But like, I don't. You can actually go on my website. I've got my guidelines set up there, and actually, I might say that they're pretty similar to what we have in this channel. But one of the things for me is like, I don't want to play a game that glorifies or glamorizes violence or you know, or things like that. So there's certain things I definitely will not be playing on that channel, on my channel personally. Like I won't go past about what I've said, like the T rating. I'll definitely not play a mature game on my channel.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we do share a lot of that. I think yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of in that boat too. I don't try to just say the word if I can help prevent it. I usually try to, but either a jump scare like what happened this past Monday, or you know, or something just raged me, and then sometimes something might slip. But obviously, it's not like I'm just trying to do it purposely. And I don't usually, and I would probably do the same thing with the text. You know, most of my games I've been playing lately, the text reads it out, so there's really not much I can do about that. But I don't just go out there and sit and try to say every word available. It's just, if it slips, oops. But that's why it's mature rated, just in case.
You could be like the censors and just be like, oh, beep, beep.
That'd be
Yeah,
funny.
just like look at it prior, look at what the scenes you're going to play, and be prepared to go beep.
Well, if there's text, it's being
and then
read
if you're
out.
playing like some game, as long as you're not playing a game that the audio at the end sounds like this, beep 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 beep.
No, not too many games of mine actually have that type of like every sentence. Actually, I'm kind of surprised of how mild Bayonetta is compared to other ones I've seen. But still got to watch out for it.
To answer the question, I do keep my channel pretty family friendly. Every so often, one of those swears slips out, but I don't play any violent games or anything, unless if you count Splatoon 2 as violent. I mean, there are like.
I mean,
you're splatting.
Yeah,
you're only splatting.
I'm only splatting, so.
And then you just goop up into the main portal and go again.
Yep.
I mean, E10 plus and up, you know, that's what it is. So I guess.
Skippy, we do not talk about Ginny after dark.
No, that stays off of this topic.
Yep.
Moving along.
But yeah, I keep everything family friendly in my chat. As I said in the intro video, I have a lot of nephews and nieces who are, they're younger than the Twitch recommended age. So, and I've actually had my nephew on my channel once. He was playing Minecraft with my viewers, and yeah, it was a grand time, and I just want him to be able to enjoy uh, coming over and being able to just pop into my room and being like, "What's up, Auntie?" And I could be like, "Just playing games with my viewers." So, and I want him to not be exposed to anything too weird too early in his life. So.
Weird. There's that topic again. Weird.
Yeah, weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah.
Ginny, it was really funny with the Detective Pikachu. That was still.
I know,
that's
he was
still-
hilarious.
Poor
Pikachu's not
Pikachu.
middle-aged, he's just fat.
and I corrected him. He's not fat. He's chubby. Okay. It was so cute. It was so cute.
You guys can be the
Oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
cute.
I know.
I got mine. You know what? Hold on. I'll grab mine too because I actually got mine. 1 second.
And by the way, while we're taking this little interlude, thank you so much, K-Slugs, for joining the Selecting Start community.
Yes,
It's
welcome
funny
in.
that I also have a Pikachu as well.
Oh,
Mine
right
is
here.
much
oh wow.
larger than your
Other
Pikachu.
Pikachus are coming out.
I also
Everyone's
have
grabbing their amiibo.
Comes my Detective
Yeah,
Pikachu.
I don't have a Pikachu, but I have
There
a
it is.
Lion King. Does that count?
Yes.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know if it's gonna hold up, but
sweet.
here he is.
Nice.
I also have
Aw.
this very small Pikachu.
That's so
I've had him
cute.
since I was like
It
10.
became the Pikachu hour.
Yeah, I feel like I had that Pikachu.
I literally got this Pikachu when I was 10 years old, and I've had it ever since.
Oh my god.
Aw.
And the same in regard to my stream as well. It's E. It's E for everyone. Sometimes you can't control the chat per se, but that's only happened a couple times. But yeah, I think the most on E rated game that I actually played on this main channel or on my main channel was probably. What happened?
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I saw Mana's face on the thing. I'm like, did I lose connection?
No,
Oh,
I think
But,
Mana lost
Oh.
connection. Or maybe, I don't know what's going on with Mana.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I was just grabbing something really quickly, and
Oh.
then
Oh.
what I should have done is also muted the mic. Sorry.
No problem. So yeah, I think the most on E thing that I had there that for rating wise is probably Mario Odyssey.
well,
I-
and you done Splatoon 2. Those are the same.
Splatoon 2, yes. Yeah, I forgot the rating of Splatoon 2. Yeah, I done a lot of Splatoon 2. I had a Minecraft phase that was short lived.
Oh yeah.
We
I
did
remember
build a
that.
pretty epic castle, though.
We
that
do,
was
and
really
you know
awesome.
what? I'm still paying monthly for that server. It's still there. I'm like, I got. There's so much work. I can't lose it. It got to stay.
Don't want to lose it.
Someday, Liberty Nation may open again,
We shall.
but now it's full of cobwebs and a lot of other things. I would imagine. Perfect time of the year for Halloween.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone was showing their Pikachu, so I had to go get.
That's not
Yes.
a
Oh my god.
Yes. Otter.
That's my otter mana right there.
That's amazing.
Oh gosh. Yep.
Nice as rice.
We actually got 2 good questions here. I want to get these before they hide away here. Arlie asks, are you all opening the group up to more streamers with same values in the future? If you talk about this, I may have missed it.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Yeah, and we did mention it, but that's perfectly fine. Repeat questions are totally fine. We have a second wave that we are looking into and going to be inviting shortly after our launch, but we put a lot of our efforts and our time into preparing for the launch, of course. So after the initial wave, we've kind of we're taking a little bit of a break before getting the next wave going. But yeah, we have that wave. We also have people who, when we reached out for the initial wave, they are very interested and want to join us, but they're kind of still getting things together and life's busy for them and they're trying to kind of get sorted. So we actually have some more people, not even more people that we haven't invited, but more people who we have invited who will let's say, could be or maybe even most likely will be joining us in the near future.
You know who you
And
are.
then, yep. And then the second question was from Alex. There, just an odd question. Because of the month we are in, what are your plans for Halloween?
Well, we did put a Oh, well, let me actually not hide behind the royal we. I put a Halloween special on the calendar as an idea, but we haven't talked about that at all yet. So I don't know. We might do something special here in the channel. I think we did bounce a couple ideas around in our Discord, which is what we use to organize everything for this. But we haven't really confirmed anything. So we'll see.
I can confirm that I plan on doing the Splatfest on the 19th, and I'm recruiting other treat members to come play with me. If you're here on the channel and want to collab with me that day, let me know so I can get a layout done for us.
Woot woot. I didn't realize that, Ginny.
The only plan that I have, I definitely, because my birthday is coming up, if people don't realize by my name, 10/20/89, my birthday is coming up. So I do plan on doing a lot that day that will consist of this channel and also my channel. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to plan yet, but I can guarantee you something will happen for a birthday stream on this channel as well. Don't know yet.
Sounds good. Yep. But yeah, no, and in terms of just like Halloween in general, I don't really do much myself. It's actually, I'm going to be a little bit of a downer all of a sudden and say it's like my least favorite holiday, to be perfectly honest.
Nana.
I'm sorry.
Aw.
I'm sorry. But one of my favorites is Thanksgiving. I always really enjoy that one.
Oh,
that's a nice time with
Aw.
that's well, that and the time with the family, it's always really nice.
Yeah.
around that time.
I also like that it's not overly commercialized yet. And right, and it's also kind of open to your own traditions. Like there's a lot of room to create ongoing family traditions, which I think is really cool. And my family has always kind of done that, not intentionally, but we kind of, you know, have these things that become a thing. My grandfather, for example, he started a thing that we do every year. It actually has a date. We call it Heritage Day, and he started it a number of years back, and just said that, you know, we should have a day where we sit around the table, have a good meal, food cooked from, you know, our background, you know, and talk about our family history. And so that's what Family Heritage Day or Heritage Day is in our family.
That is really cool.
And that you were saying something about it's not glamorized yet like a lot of the other holidays. It's funny you say that because we just had Canada Thanksgiving, like
Oh, that's right.
last
guys
weekend.
always tell me about that.
So that was one of the things my niece and my son brought up. It's like, do we get gifts on the day? I'm like, no, we don't give gifts today. We give thanks. And then I'm like thinking to myself, oh Lord, Lipton, listen, there's so many days that the wallet got to come open. But let's keep Thanksgiving not that day.
I feel
wanna
like
buy a
turkey is a gift to everyone.
Yeah, turkey. Like, you know, turkey's expensive enough.
I gotta say,
Though I'm not really a big fan of turkey.
Sacrilege.
I'm sorry. I think the dark
All right,
meat is
what
good.
about
negative Nana here.
what about a honey ham?
Ooh,
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, you don't like turkey sandwiches? Like, you know, you put the mayonnaise and a turkey and the dressing.
Or just put gravy.
Oh, gravy and stuffing
depends.
together.
Yes.
I don't
Gravy
like
and
dry
stuffing is
turkey.
great.
Oh
Unless
yeah,
I
dry
like
turkey
really
by
something.
itself. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know you say like after like Thanksgiving, like I still got sandwiches in the fridge. Could I go over on leftovers? And I was like, I'm gonna do like a little meal thing now for the week. I'm gonna have a sandwich for lunchtime and a sandwich, and I gotta take advantage while I can. I guess.
But you know the interesting thing about Thanksgiving, and this is how I always see it now. And you talk about like glamorizing and advertising. It just feels odd. One day you go and you give thanks, and the next day you're running off at 3 a.m. trying to get your TV. And you're shoving everyone out of the way. It just it feels like the biggest odd thing. It just, I don't know. It's always got weird to me. and it just makes it worse because I was in retail and I had to work that.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
yeah.
Ooh,
So you
ooh,
saw
that
the
was-
people trampling over other people to get socks for 5 cents cheaper.
Well, it was an electronics store, so we didn't have socks, thank goodness. But yeah, everyone trying to fight for the TV and stuff. We had at least 5 security guards for that Friday and Saturday. It was a massacre. I couldn't wait till it was done. But yeah, good money.
What is Colombian turkey that Mickey Mo talks about making? I want to know what this kind of turkey
Colombian
is.
turkey sounds so good.
It
That
does.
Let me go ahead and look it up. I'm very
Is it
curious
just
because
is
I've
it a turkey from Colombia? You just
So
the-
I think if I'm remembering correctly, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm from Colombia. Just so you guys.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Natsume.
Actually, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
Yeah, I'm from Colombia. And I think if I'm remembering this correctly, I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong now. But it's essentially a turkey that has like a weird thing in the middle. It's kind of like a weird thing in the middle.
Yum.
No, I think it's just like you cut it and you put it's kind of like stuffed. And then you cut it in slices. And then you have it with like pineapple sauce and
Is it almost like I don't know if I want to use know what it is, like squid, like when you cut a squid in sections.
Wait, what?
We're back to squids.
I'm from Newfoundland. I'm from Newfoundland. It's a fishing province. So
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So
I'm just like imagining now all of the amiibo in Ginny's.
No, no.
Hey, I
Come
got a squid. I got a squid amiibos and a plush now. So yeah, I don't want that
No.
either.
Don't
okay,
let them
I
hear
won't
this
talk about that
conversation.
in front of the squid.
They have good hearing.
Smashley Jean, thank you so much for selecting start. We have our, I believe, 34th follower on the channel now.
Nice as rice.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Who is it again?
Smashley Jean.
Smashley
Smashley from JP.
Oh, that's yeah. I was thinking this. I didn't want to say
Jean.
nothing because I didn't know, but yeah, Smashley. That's what. Yeah, that JP's.
Yes. Yes.
Nice as rice.
I was asked, what about Christmas? I know it's not the month, but if you don't like Christmas, ellipses. No, absolutely. That's also one of my favorites too. But the hard part with Christmas is the over commercialization. I don't like that it's been pushed commercially so far forward, and then you sort of like get there and you're all just exhausted, and then you just give gifts and you're tired, and then you move on. Like, so yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. Christmas is, it's a thing. I love Christmas. I love because it's like my son be so happy, and like you know see my son, my nieces. But like you said, the commercialization of it is so different than when I was younger. Right?
Oh yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's changed so much in the last X years.
Don't reveal our age group, right?
It just feels like it's not really about being together as a family and spending time and giving. It's just more like, oh, you got to buy this for yourself and whatnot. For it's just the commercializing for it. Just taking it a bad.
I think it's I think it's more towards the giving. Actually,
well, I mean, I guess in a sense,
giving in a way that can be detrimental, or to yourself. But Dark Solid X puts it, I love Christmas, but my wallet hates it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's quite interesting to see how different Christmas is, because seeing Christmas here in the UK, at least, you can see it more commercialized, especially when you have things like Amazon, where you have like online shopping and stuff. And then going back home, back to Colombia, and seeing their traditions. Of course, that's also becoming more commercialized, but it's quite interesting to see how different that is. And we have different traditions around Christmas. So it can be quite religious, but anyways, it's mainly a time where people come together, and like every night everyone sort of comes together, goes to someone's house, and like brings food. usually something called like natija, which apparently, people really seem to hate over here, but it's just made with sugar essentially. And everyone just like goes around, sings together, and you basically do that like 9 days before Christmas.
Oh.
And then on Christmas Day, like we kind of celebrate on Christmas Eve, but everyone just gets together with their families, and it's more about the sharing and the food in a way. I mean, of course, the gift giving as well, but and then it's interesting to see how like different communities like close their roads and stuff to just decorate it, and just have everyone be able to walk around without having cars going in and out. But yeah, it's quite interesting to see the differences of how westernized some things are, and where things maybe were before. I don't know.
I agree with it. I always love learning about new cultures and how they do things. Like for me, I've been huge into Japanese culture. I love learning about samurai, for example. I know this is kind of a little bit off topic, but trust me, I'll make it work around. Believe me.
From
But
Christmas to samurai.
And then when you're done, I got a tradition that we have here as well. But you go on, Scooter.
Sure. So I just love learning about how different cultures do things, because it's just I'm so used to the westernized, Americanized version, but it's always interesting to listen to other people, because I do have friends that are all around, not just in the U.S. So it's just really interesting to see, like, for example, Daiso isn't here earlier. He lives in Canada, and Liberty does too. So it's just really interesting to see what they kind of do differently compared to what I do. So just a good example. I always find that very intriguing.
Here in Newfoundland, I want to say something about Natsume. So the song 12 Days of Christmas should have been 9 Days of Christmas, maybe?
No. Actually, after you say your thing, I'll get back to that.
Okay, no problem. So around here, we actually have this thing called mummers. Have you ever heard of mummers?
Oh,
Mummers.
yeah.
So it's like when everyone gets in like costume, like and go like knocking on houses and just going in and partying. having a party of Christmas, but it's just you just go and greet like with our community. I'm going to tell you before this, because that would be pretty weird if I was in a city and like no one knew everyone. but like in my hometown, there's actually 150 people. That's 150, not 150,000. Mana and Jenny actually saw my hometown over my drone view. That it's only a little thing. But everyone get like you get
a lot of trees and
you get a
maybe a couple animals.
Yeah, for sure. You see this thing kind of ugly stick. It's actually you see that a lot of people have them. It's like a stick with stoppers on nails and a boot at the bottom. and I'm not kidding. It's like a broom handle with a winter's boot nailed to the bottom, or screwed to the bottom, and then going up the broom handle is all kinds of nails with Coke stoppers and stuff on it, and it makes a rattle when you slam it under the ground, and you see all that. It's a fun time.
That sounds very interesting, and I definitely want to see that.
Wow, what a tradition.
Yeah,
and I was gonna just point out, and so actually this is so in our home we actually put up a Christmas tree on Christmas, it's like Christmas Eve, but because, and this is the interesting thing, like the 12 days of Christmas, actually the Christmas season is actually technically a season. It actually begins on Christmas Day and goes out from there. And so like it's always kind of saddened me because when you look in stores, there's all the decorations, all the holiday music's going, and then suddenly it's like Christmas Day comes and poof, it all disappears. Like the next day, it's like nothing was there. Like they're showing like trunks and, like,
because we got Old Christmas Day, and that's when it's supposed to end, correct? Like
no, it's actually supposed to. The season starts on Christmas Day.
But isn't the Old Christmas Day on the 5th of January?
I thought it was the 6th.
Or 6th, one of them.
That I don't know about, but in terms of like the Christmas season, it begins on Christmas Day and goes from there, as opposed to ending on Christmas Day.
You probably wouldn't want to know when our Christmas tree goes up. Our Christmas tree goes up in like November 30th.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen so many.
But it is really interesting that you said that, man, because it is really interesting. Because the next day, if you go on there in 26, you'll just see a 50% area with all the Christmas decorations.
We're all the holiday cheer is gone.
We're done. Gone.
And the thing is,
That was nice
in
to
November
remember.
1st, you're going to see everything go into the stores. Right?
Yeah.
I've already seen Christmas stuff going into the stores, and it is definitely not November yet. In fact, it's 10/10. We've been hyping this day
That's right.
for a while.
That's right.
In case you didn't know. And
Like when I worked at a Walmart before, they started Christmas music at the end of October, and I'm like, so I'm gonna have to hear this for a whole month and a half. Oh my!
Dashing
It was
through the snow.
don't no. Bad memories. Bad memories. No, I'm joking. I love Christmas music. But...
Mr. Skippy, Saving Liberty here, kind of popped back in after being out for a little bit. That's who is the Canadian dude.
Yeah, that would be me.
The Canadian dude in red. Yeah.
All red. I didn't think when I wore this Liberty shirt. I'm like, oh, I got a red
Yeah,
background.
you're very red today.
Very red.
Oh, my eyes.
I'll change for the next talk.
And by the way, Natsume, I think this is a perfect time to give the three of them a big hand because they were the ones that put this really together.
Yes, agreed.
Aw.
Agreed.
Well,
But yeah, as much as I love the applause, it's also we may have been the ones to talk about this first and to get it going, but it takes a group to make it happen.
Right back at. Yep.
I agree.
It
So,
takes a community to
right
make
back
this
at
happen.
you.
All right. And
I'm clapping.
yeah, and I guess I could easily say thank you all for joining us for this because honestly, without you guys with the huge support, it really does help a long way as well.
It does. And that's something
Definitely.
we touch on in our own channels a lot, but the viewers really, really make the channels, and without your support, none of this would be a reality. So it's really nice to have everyone who's come today.
Absolutely.
And it's nice.
And I'm glad you feel that way, Mister. I'm sorry, Mister.
No, go ahead.
Mr.
It's
Skippy.
fine.
I've never been to Philly. I've never been outside of Canada, actually. I have a passport, but I've never been outside of Canada. The Mummers is a thing here. I didn't know it was anywhere else, but it's a big thing here in Christmas. If you just search... No, I'm not going to tell you to search it. Because I don't know, because a lot of it could be not so if you look at some stuff, because, it's just that time of year, I guess, for a fishing province. But, I'm from Newfoundland. That's all I say.
Do your own search.
I have a question then, because I feel like I'm not very good with accents. Does Liberty sound very Canadian then?
I feel you sound very UK.
Okay.
Yeah,
You do the accent really good.
I could definitely hear the accent. Definitely, yes.
I think just like the U.S., Canada's just such a big country that there's a lot of different Canadian accents. He has a very Eastern Canadian accent, though. I go to Canada a lot, so I kind of know.
In Newfoundland, we have a really distinct accent. When I'm talking to fellow Newfoundlanders, it's a lot of. Let me see if I can do it. Oh yes, bye. Yes, bye. Yeah. What are you doing today, bye? No, but that's exactly what it's like. It's like, and like, what are you at? What are you at? That like when I used to say that, I used to say that a lot because until I started like talking to people in other places.
My cousins from New England have they talk like this, eh? They like literally talk. They have like the A at the end, and oh yeah, and we're gonna go do this today, eh? And why don't you and all the oots and the boots and all that, eh?
Yeah, and like. Meet me down by the wharf, by we go for a little. We go.
I guess a good way to answer this question, Liberty. How do you say Mario?
I'm gonna copy you and just not say Mario.
Not Mario.
I do call him Mario. Mario. So I do call him Mario. That's what I've got. Mario. That's it. That's what I call him. But you should have said. You should have asked me what is Nintendo's mascot, basically.
You just had to pull a trick on me. You couldn't just let me do my little test here.
Another fight. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Platoon later as well.
Oh wow.
But accents are a funny thing, like because where I've grown up really in like the Pacific Northwest, and I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and it's funny because a lot of Pacific Northwesterners say we don't have an accent. Like it's always funny the places that say like we don't have everyone has an accent, but So where I am now, I met a few people. I kind of noticed this as I kind of moved my way north. A lot of people picked up this like Minnesotan accent kind of thing where, so first of all, okay, wait, what would you call a carbonated beverage in a can?
Soda.
Pop.
Soda.
Pop. I'm not gonna let this one down.
So yeah, so I would always say soda, but everyone here really says pop. And look, see, Zizal and Fuzzy say soda. And Maris says a soft.
I think I say if I never heard Ginny say soda, I would have said pop as well.
You would have said pop. I've heard you say pop, Liberty.
You're just going against me, Liberty. You're just going against me now. You're seriously.
I'm agreeing with you. I said pop after.
But you said soda first.
Now that you're talking about accents, remember that like a week or so ago, I said I saw a Newfoundlander on stream. Remember? As soon as I went onto the stream on that channel, and it's another collaborative channel. As soon as I went on there, I just said in the chat, because I knew 100% that it was a Newfoundlander. Just a little small province, but his accent, I'm like, that's our accent. And I'm like, you're from Newfoundland. And or something. He's like, yes, boy. And then he started, and then he started telling me, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was. It's weird how we can pick up on that stuff.
I am curious to know what Natsume would say. How would you answer that?
That I would have said fizzy drink.
Fizzy drink.
I've heard people. I've heard apparently the word is supposed to be pop.
You know what,
UK.
Natsume? I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Thank you, Natsume. Thank you.
Like whenever someone says the word dinner, I think at 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's
because
such
we don't have
thing.
we have dinner at 12 o'clock. We have supper at like 5 o'clock.
I didn't realize that
That's interesting.
extended
I did not.
out of New England, or not New England, New Brunswick. I didn't know that extended out of New Brunswick. I thought that was just a New Brunswick thing, and that they were just weird. Sorry.
Oh, the supper thing?
Yeah, the dinner
So
supper
what do you-
thing.
Ginny, tell us how you
What do
really
you call
feel.
supper? What do you call supper then?
I call supper dinner, and I call your dinner lunch.
Yeah, like a normal person.
And also Z, not
Hey,
Z.
well, the East Coast
What
don't
is a
agree.
Z?
Okay.
Wow, that's really interesting. I think what's also interesting is that some people here call supper, but like supper would be like 10 p.m. Like it's like a really late dinner.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you would have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then supper, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally have supper, but
No,
some
no,
people
but I
do.
mean, like, if you were putting it in the chronological order.
Yeah.
Mine will be
have
breakfast,
supper.
dinner, supper.
I have supper, but usually my supper is like chips. Does that count?
Sure.
Oh, see.
Why not?
Yeah, by the way,
supper to
Dark
me gotta be
Solid
a full
X-
course. A
Dark
snack
Solid
is
X
a-
also says pop.
Oh, Dark Solid X to top.
Well, we are in the same state, so I think that's,
That's true,
probably
yeah.
why.
We gotta keep an eye on time as well. When do the owl go live?
Oh, that's
Oh
a good
no,
question.
we're good.
45
What, 12
About
minutes? Or
Forty-
is it-
45 minutes.
Oh,
43 minutes
Okay.
or so.
Nice,
Yeah.
it's rice and everything so fancy.
But on this topic, I'm curious now. Oh yeah, Ardelia says, "How about brunch and dinner?" I'm curious.
I love those.
What are your, maybe this is too personal, but like eating habits? Do you eat a certain meal bigger than the rest? Do you eat 3 square meals? Do you prefer a certain one? Do you have odd hours for your meals? I'm curious.
Mine are odd.
Today I never ate breakfast, dinner, and I'm waiting for supper because I was up so late. I never fell asleep till 8:30 in the morning
Oh wow.
last night because of so much work with bots and commands. I mean commands and just everything. And I
Yep.
woke up. You know what time I woke up? And I feel disgusted.
Like
2
an hour
o'clock.
before?
2 o'clock.
Oh my gosh. But
And
you
I'm like-
were up, I mean, in your defense, you were up because you're like basically on Pacific Coast time at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I was talking to you, and like last time I was talking to you on voice, it was like 11:30 your time, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at the clock. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Healthy sleeping habits, everyone, and it's important.
Yeah, and I gotta. That's why I was not so present earlier because I had like a real bad migraine, and I had to step away for a little bit.
Ooh.
Mm.
And now you're not eating. Liberty, do as he says, not as he does.
Yes, that's 100%.
I mean, that would go the same for me. My eating habits are actually pretty bad. Like, I just eat when I'm hungry, but I make sure I don't eat a lot. I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight I have. It's just, I need to be healthier and stuff, and it just doesn't help because I have insomnia. insomnia just does not help me try to sleep at all, and I don't really have a very, very great place to sleep either. So just you gotta kind of like go with everything. But I'm trying to work on everything. You know, everything is a process and something I'm working on. And obviously, this is a new environment. If people didn't know, I just moved here about a month ago, so I'm still trying to dip my feet in, you know, and trying to get used to something around here. But it's not the same. It's not the same as it was.
When I get 6 hours sleep, I'm like a good night's sleep. It's weird. It's a little my sleeping pattern's messed up as well.
Yeah.
Mine too. I go to bed at like 5 a.m. some mornings.
High five, Ginny.
I blame it a lot on Netflix, though. I blame a lot of it on Netflix.
I blame it on my Pacific
No.
Coast friends who keep me up all night with their gaming.
Oh yeah, you were about to go to bed last night. I'm like, Ginny, can you get back in this call for a second? And then it goes on.
Yes,
So
I
you wanna know
remember.
what I blame?
It was like 3 a.m. when I went to bed last night.
I blame Twitch Present for the Pokemon marathon. That's who I blame.
Ooh, it's so much fun though.
Yeah.
I know.
Soft
But it
drinks,
doesn't
Dark
help me
Solid.
go
You
to
are
bed.
correct.
Sorry,
We call it soft drinks around here as well.
Dark Solid.
Sometimes.
Yeah, soft drinks.
We have 10 commands, not 10 pages of commands.
I mean,
A little bit different there.
I mean that's
And
usually what they call it.
Andy1123, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, Andy, thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Andy.
To everyone who has followed, I'm sorry if we've kind of not necessarily taken every moment to really thank you, but it means a lot that everyone is supporting this channel right off the bat. Thank you so much.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I feel I second that as well. It was thank you guys so much. And there's a lot to come. Like, I don't even know if we really went into 100% detail exactly how this is all going to work. But if you go to our calendar, you get a much better idea of how it's shaping out so far.
I'm excited. That's a good question. It was said a little bit earlier, but we can definitely dive into it again. Is there a list of words not to say, by the way, since I imagine you had a long one for Nightbot?
Yeah, basically, a public guidelines will be coming. Yeah, probably should just be a panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a good way as well is like if you don't think you would say it to your grandmother,
There you go.
it probably wouldn't be okay in the chat.
Or to
It better
like,
not be my-
maybe a boss, like
Oh, yes,
someone
boss. That would
who
be a
controls
workplace,
your
that's right.
monetary income.
Yeah.
My grandma's kind of cool and stuff. It doesn't mind sometimes, so I can't say my grandma.
Yeah, my grandma too. In fact, when
That was
This
a bad
is-
one.
this is-
Sorry.
this is kind of terrible.
I
to
love
admit.
the idea behind it.
When my sister and I were teenagers, it used to be a game we'd try to make our grandmother swear.
I got a good one. Something that you wouldn't feel okay saying around your like 5th grade teacher. 'Cause I know my high school teachers didn't really care as well. So from your younger teachers, like it just
It's not a bad way to do it. Yeah.
I got one. Something that you would not say during your job interview.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah. Also may depend on the job, but
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. Maybe this. Just think of E and think of the word you're saying and do it. Would it be okay to like say it around a 2-year-old?
Yeah.
Right?
Would you hear it on Disney Junior?
right.
Do you want your kid running around the house saying the word?
I shouldn't be sharing, but I'm gonna share it because it's gonna make me be like a real big nerd when I say it.
Do it.
Only up until like 2 years ago, I used to watch the Family Channel non-stop, like the Disney Channel. That's all that was ever on my TV. Like, loved it. And like even back like That's So Raven and
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
and all those shows, I was just like, that's all I watched. And like even like Hannah Montana, like I love those shows.
Me too. That's totally in our age
Yeah, me
room
too.
range, I think, though.
I didn't like that one, but I did like The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That
Oh,
show got me
Sweet Life of
laughing.
Zach and
all
Cody. Yeah.
night.
Oh, that was so good.
Like on deck. I know.
The on deck started to lose me a little bit, but man, the comedy and the one in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, that was so good.
Smart Guy,
this
yeah,
is the
Smart Guy is back in the day a little bit, I think.
Which one?
Smart Guy.
Smart Guy. Okay.
Oh, Lizzie
Also to get into
McGuire,
Halloween.
yes.
Lizzie
Oh
McGuire.
my god, Lizzie McGuire.
Also in the Halloween spirit, Halloween Town. the
Halloween
Disney
Town.
Channel.
We watched them as a family.
Yes.
Yes.
That's funny you said that. We watched him as a family every Halloween, three or four of them, whatever
It's
it
a
is.
fantastic
so
movie. It's a
good.
great movie for the family. The first two are really good. Then you start to get a third one, and that's when
I don't like when actors change.
Me neither.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That was the fourth
third
one.
What?
Yeah,
The fourth
but-
one or the third one?
No, it was the fourth one, and I know why. Because she actually did another movie, and it was a big motion picture one, and it was her first R-rated movie. That's why she changed.
Oh, risque.
Like a little bit off topic. If you look at like, is Back to the Future a good movie? Can I talk about that here?
I mean, it's a
I
PG.
mean, it's PG, so yeah.
For actor changes.
It
If
would
you
be,
look
yeah.
at, because Back to the Future, you can almost like put them all together and make one big long movie.
Yeah.
But if you notice, like the girlfriend from Marty McFly in the first movie is different in the second movie. So once she wakes up on the step, because when she came back, she's a different character. It's so
I never noticed that, and I love those movies.
Yes,
I never
yeah, it's a
noticed
different
that
actor.
either.
It is true. They did have
Wow.
an actress for that movie, which just makes me think about when I went to the Comic-Con and I got to meet Leah Thompson. She was so awesome. Oh,
Fuzzy,
so
that's my
cool.
favorite trilogy of all time. Just so you know.
how can you go wrong with Back to the Future? I mean, it's classic. It had great humor, a great story, even though some of it was a little.
So many Easter eggs. If you look at
Crazy,
the
but-
first scene of the first
Easter
movie, you can see a clock with Doc hanging off the top tower.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I didn't
Yeah.
I gotta go
Clock
back.
tower, not top tower.
Top flower. Either way, if
Um,
you haven't seen them, please do. They're fantastic.
So real quickly, I just wanted to go. What? No, shoot, I already lost what I was going to say. Oh no, I want to talk to what Alexer says. No, sorry. Alexer says, I do think that as followers, we should help out by going on social media and posting about this channel to get more followers who love Nintendo. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that comment. Thank you so much for those kind words. And Alexer said it, not me. So, yeah, any way that you want to share this channel, promote it, host it, watch it. Watching it is honestly the biggest help. Just being here is the biggest help. And that's true of any streamer. If you want to help a streamer grow, just tuning in is the best thing. It's always tough because it's like you want it to be natural. You want people to just be tuning in because you're making content that is entertaining enough. But then at the same time, you could be making the most entertaining content and be so far down the list of channels because based on your viewership that you can be lost in all of the other channels that are live on Twitch. So it's kind of like a give and take. Like we always, as streamers, need to be striving to be better and better than we were the day before. But it really does come down to people tuning in. And even if a streamer has, quote, made it, right, and has grown really big to like whatever that number might be, it might seem really big. It's not like at that point you can just be like, oh, I've done my part, move on, and it doesn't have an impact. Which isn't to say you have to like follow a streamer that isn't doing well, but it's always appreciated and it's always helpful when you do.
Absolutely. By the way, Andy, thank you very much for the host. I did see that clip by there.
Oh, I missed that. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen in the chat, so I'm watching the stream as we're speaking, so I did catch that.
Thank you. Oh, it's not happening in the chat, huh? Okay.
No, not the hosts. No.
Interesting. I'll have to go back and take a look at that because it should have, but that's okay.
Yeah. Dark Solid, I love your comment there. How do you go wrong with Back to the Future? Well, you go back in time to change it.
Yes.
Bravo.
Very nice. Killick. Hello, Killick.
Keelik.
Good to have you.
Yeah, welcome in. She's like, hey, what's going on? A lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today's the big day.
Oh, and I just saw one from Gaming Doggo. Thank you very much for the host there.
Aw, thank you, Gaming Doggo.
Yay.
Yay.
And my goodness, I'm just looking at all of the retweets and tweets and stuff. Thank you so much.
Oh, that is so awesome. I'm glad that you guys are supporting us over there on Twitter. I think I might have to get one at some point now.
It's nice. It's nice.
Andy has to get going, well, not has to go, but is going to go to a concert with the girlfriend last good luck with everything and the future. Andy, thank you so much. Definitely look forward to chatting with you more, and really do appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you soon.
Have
And
fun at the
Gillick, thank you
concert.
for the follow. And yes, have fun at the concert. Keelik, thank you so much for selecting start.
Woo!
Yay!
And
Tyler
Tyler.
too.
Tyler!
Yay! All the cool peeps.
All the cool peeps.
And I'm just gonna throw this out there. I've been kind of every now and then my cursory glance goes over to the viewers number on the dashboard, and you know, as one does when one is curious how the viability of a new channel is going.
My eyes went to same places.
Yeah, I would say like we're probably looking at an average this stream of about 45 people tuning in.
That sounds about.
That's amazing. That's more than what I figured. I thought.
I mean, that is incredible. Like that's more than halfway to partner status viewership.
On the first stream.
I'm totally blown away by the turnout today.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for coming by and helping us make this as big as possible. You guys are truly, truly awesome for that.
100%, I agree with those all statements.
Yeah, definitely. Also, guys, it's 10:10 and it's 10 p.m. here in the UK.
Oh, that's 10:10:10.
Almost in 10 minutes.
And it's 6:30 here. I won't even explain the 30-minute difference that I got than everyone.
I did wonder.
I know, that is so weird. You keep telling me about them. I'm like, how is this possible?
Just never heard of that.
No, it's Newfoundland. It's like we got some things that happen here that's different everywhere. Like a half an hour difference from us to Nova Scotia. Right?
It's because you're unique. You're unique.
Unique, yeah. It's liberty is nothing if not unique.
Unique.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I like Felix kind of lol. All my Fae people in one place. This is too much. I'm guessing too much for me.
It's a little too much for me, to be honest.
It is. It is. I never seen us get grouped together as much as when we started up the Splat with Friends Discord. That was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first stream that was like 8 people, 8 streamers, or like 4 or 5 streamers or something. It was,
5 streamers. 5 streamers
mad.
at one. It was crazy.
All of whom are members of Selecting Start.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
In many ways, I think you could kind of think of that as a test for what was to come. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was-
I mean, it's always a building point. You know, you always start something small, and then you always think about, well, like, oh, how do I want to build upon it? And then you get to this point, but that doesn't mean we stop there. We keep building on and making it better all the time. That's what's the best thing about streaming in my eyes, because I just want to keep getting better. I don't want to be at my best. I want to keep getting better. I want to keep pushing myself, and you know, just keep doing that. That's just the way I look at it personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my, yeah. I'm really
The excitement.
There was so much just last minute nerves. I mean, real talk with everyone. I mean, yesterday we were cramming in, trying to get stuff ready, trying to get the last little minute details. Yeah, and you know, obviously, like we already talked about, there's a lot on our future to-do list as well, but just getting ready for this event, it took a lot of effort on everyone's part, and I think I'm just breathing a sigh of relief.
Yes, it's nice to have it out into the world, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to sleep, I was like,
yeah, and I'm super excited too, because I love that we're starting off, you know, we started with this kind of collaborative chat. You're gonna get to see Zizal again really soon with some shiny hunting in Pokemon. I always love Zizal, is just such a great chatter. So, you know, stick around, chat with Zizal, talk, ask and answer questions. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's usually what you do with questions. Or avoid, ask, answer, or avoid questions.
All the above.
All the above. We'll come back with another round of chat, kind of hang out with the other streamers. We may, in the interim, talk a little bit about exactly, like we may tweak a few things on how we're going to do that. but I'll be hosting that part on the next round. We'll be doing some more. I have some kind of game things to throw in there. And then it's like our Super Mario Maker block for 6 hours.
6 whole hours.
So if you want a lot of Mario Maker, well, boy, you've come to the right place tonight.
Yep. And you know what I find great about Mario Maker? I actually often will like kind of it'll be like my wind down in the evening. I might do dishes with Mario Maker streams. There's something that's just so pleasant about them, you know, even the fact that you don't really feel like you miss too much because a lot of it is going through the little planning and trying to improve, figuring out where things are, memorizing. And then like eventually that point where you're like, oh, you're so close. And then you tune in and you're like watching, you're like, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it?
I know. So, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. No, yeah. But I know what you're saying. I love that. The Mario Maker is amazing. That's why I always try to branch out, but I always came right back to Mario Maker just because I just love playing it. And just, it's like like I said in my little video, it's a Mario game that never ends. It's like,
it really is.
It took the number one spot in my heart for being my favorite game of all time.
You know, it's interesting for me with Mario Maker streams. I love it because I think some of them, I mean, not
I'm sorry
all.
to interrupt.
Oh, go ahead.
Real quick. But Gabe says, can't stay for long, so I don't want to miss this opportunity. Says, the news for this came out right around when I was taking my PSATs, but yeah, really cool to see a collaborative channel. And Gabe, thank you so much. Hype it up.
Thank you for joining us, Gabe.
Thank you.
And thank you for selecting Star.
Yes.
Nice advice.
Yeah.
And please continue, Scooter. I'm sorry.
Right. One thing I do love about watching some of the Mario Maker streams I do, including Larry, it's just I feel like sometimes they can be like the realest people because of the fact that, you know, you're talking about a game that's very simplistic and stuff. There's not like a big story compelling or anything. It's just simple Mario. But the thing is, it's really nice because it's still refreshing at the same time because you're going to get people coming up with the craziest levels and whatnot, so you get that little mixture. But you know, with those type of games, I feel like you really have to like put your personality out there in those type of games to keep it interesting and going on as well. So I don't know, it's just one thing I've always really respected with a lot of Mario Maker streams. But
I find, continue.
Yep. Don't get me wrong though, that doesn't mean that I feel that for everyone. It's not like if you do Mario Maker, that's the thing that I will go to. No, not necessarily, but it's just one thing I've noticed.
What I feel about the levels, as the longer you're streaming Mario Maker as like a whole, I think people realize that, and then you start to get real challenging levels that that a lot of streamers probably won't get. Depending, because like say, Artemana, do you probably get some levels that come in that's really out of your comfort because you don't stream Mario Maker that often. Is that correct?
I mean, it's interesting for me because as long as it's a level that that is more platforming focused and doesn't utilize a lot of tricks that you wouldn't necessarily have had to have learned in classic Mario, I tend to feel like pretty competent. But like shell jumps, things like that, I don't. Yeah, I'm not an expert at those. I need to go take care of Mana Pug Chi, who is barking at the door right now.
Mana Pug Chi.
I'll be RB. But
no.
But yeah, that's kind of my answer. So it depends on the level. But once I get those ones that are like the Kaizo kind of, it doesn't work so well.
Yeah,
that's what I find. I find that once I'm streaming, there's a lot of regulars that come in every stream, and we got like and they're majority Kaizo levels. But they know, like I hardly ever get a mid-air shell jump level because people know that I can't do mid-air shell jumps. But I get a bunch of those like levels that it got to do with shell jumps or spring jumps or pow jumps or P or P switch jumps, and I find even like it's very, very intense. Like some levels, Kuzi Shan is a viewer that gives amazing like really hard levels. There's a lot of them. I wouldn't even be able to list them, and they come to like the majority of the streams. It's just the community of that game as well is fantastic.
Well, and also I don't remember who put the level up, but the one that you wanted my help with, that puzzling one, it was just so well put together. That one.
Oh yes, the puzzle levels.
Yeah,
I'm not a very good puzzle player person. That's why I had to get Scooter on call with me. Because I remember like 5 months ago, this same person brought the same level, and me and Scooter was in my channel just chatting while we were playing Mario Maker, and I remember like I remember playing this with Scooter, and this is like
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm like, I'm going to see if he's available, and I got to come on, and we finally beat it. It was
We
like a
finally
40
beat
minute.
it.
It was
It
like
was
a
worth
40
it,
minutes
though.
total. And it's funny that I almost remembered a lot of, we were working on it so hard the first stream, like a long time ago, that I almost remembered that I got to go, okay, up, bottom, left. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it was really bad. If you never had a pencil and paper, you would be forever trying to beat that type of level.
Oh, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, I want to do Mario Maker streams. Unfortunately, everyone who's been to my channel knows right now I have a broken Wii U gamepad right now, and I still got to try to get it fixed. So I've been borrowing my friends, and that's why I had that one Mario Maker stream. At some point, I really would like to bring that back and do some more of those. I did have some pretty intense levels. Yes, Hacks and Stacks, I'm talking about your level. That was pretty intense, but I did enjoy playing it. And even though it was frustrating, but at the same time, it'll definitely be rewarding once I beat it. I will feel so accomplished.
And that's another thing. I love it when I can't beat a level first stream, but then they bring it back like the next stream after that. Just because most times we will go ahead if it's a level that's like my comfort zone, we will get past it. But now with that's a long talk about Mario Maker.
But it's a worthwhile talk about
But
Mario Maker.
I mean, hey, they're gonna get it tonight, so they might as well hear a little bit about
for
Mario
sure.
Maker.
And JP, I'm just going to give this now. JP's another amazing Mario Maker
Mhm.
player and Mario Maker streamer. So right after me, JP is going to be continuing Mario Maker. And even if you want to stick around, maybe I can. And JP, if you're in the chat, I do need to talk to you later about codes and commands, because I can get that set up for you. But if you want, I can even, if you want to continue going over the stream, I can just give JP what's left of my queue to start him off as well. If JP wanted to do something like that,
That would be really cool. I'd like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the cool things, again, like about this channel, obviously it's family friendly. A lot of games that you probably know and like, and one of the really cool things is that Nintendo is pretty broad at this point. It's got a long history. There's lots of different games in it. And even as we're talking about different styles of streamers, like speedrunners and Mario Maker streamers, and like those are two examples of streaming content that is kind of grindy, but is made interesting because of the like technical ability and the personalities of the streamers. And then there's of course things that include viewers more, and so they're more interactive that way, like Splatoon 2 streams where you might have people come join your squad or do private battles, or like Animal Crossing New Leaf is a great example of very interactive streams. GinnyGravity's planning on doing some Animal Crossing with probably, I'm guessing, some town visits and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it, and like then there's the retro games that we're definitely talking about doing. We're going to be actually busting out some original hardware and playing and showcasing old games and things like that. So there's a lot in what we're going to be doing.
Mana, Liberty, and I we really do love our retro gaming. So I'm sure you'll.
Did you say original hardware?
Well, yes, I did. Let me see. I'm gonna take a look around, see if I can grab this.
I have a few other, but they're not Nintendo, because that's the only two Nintendo originals I have. I would love to have the N64. But another thing I'm going to point out, though, is that Splatoon is big in this community. So, see, if you ever do see, like, selecting friends, and it says streamer like GinnyGravity or Art of Mana, and it says Splatoon viewer night or something like that, they fill up fairly quickly. Like, the lobby fills up fairly quickly to be able to get in and play along. Is that correct, Jenny?
That's a good point.
Sometimes it really depends on the night, I'd say.
Yeah, it definitely does depend. Splatfest really does.
Oh yeah, Splatfest most definitely.
And some of us, like, I don't just give out my friend code to anyone like that I don't really know well. So even in this channel, I was trying to think how I was going to do it. I think I'm gonna just keep with my regular strategy of once I get to know someone, then I'll invite you to my personal Discord where I have my friend code, or if it's in this channel, I'll just whisper it to you.
And not even that, like if you're playing with viewers, there's most likely going to be someone in the community that's probably there that that probably already got their friend code already out there.
Yep.
So,
but I was just gonna point this out. This is my.
There you go.
Oh Lord Lipton, yours look. Let me see the bottom. I want to see. Can I see the bottom of it? Did yours? Because
this is what it looks like.
I'm looking
nice
for
and clean.
another one, but
Great
I need to
condition.
find one that got no, because Nintendo's fire retardancy chemicals do you have in it?
Yep.
That's what made it go yellow. But I'm looking for a SNES now that got the bottom yellow and the top good. So then I
so
can,
you can make one that's
I can
no,
make one good one.
mine is actually a solid. It never, because I had a case for it originally. Not a case, but like a cover. So we would have on our TV, we had the NES and the SNES with little dust covers. So it never got UV light, never got exposed to it. It was kind of in towards the center of the room, not near windows. So, and then when we moved, we put it in like a little cabinet that was also not getting any sunlight. So it's always been well protected, and I'm pretty proud of that.
That is because it's very rare. Like you would never find, like there's so many plastic pieces that change that is really hard to, every time you look for one, you would never find one that it's really hard to find one that got no discoloration.
I mean, it just blows my mind looking at Manus. That is like, wow, looks
like if you look,
really...
if you look at mine, like this is a different part that's from a different line. This yellow, this here, and this bottom part. All those parts, like you can get a system that everything else is good, but this is yellow and this is yellow, right?
Yep. And I've never retro brighted this or anything like that. In fact, I was just looking at it and I'm like, actually, it's probably due for a nice little scrub. I've never opened it up, never done anything. It's all original and great shape. So.
Obviously, you took in really good care of it, so that's really awesome. Unfortunately, my SNES, I have a different version of it than you guys. I had the SNES, what they call the SNES Junior. The little
I've got one of those. They're so cute. They don't have the same AV outs, but they're so nice.
They don't have the S video capability, which is why I'm going to be in search for original model.
The OG.
The OG, yes.
And just by a word that I can say that just says magic, 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 magic. Woo! I just made them all smaller.
Oh. How did you do that?
I'm magic.
I want to make that magic happen, but mine are are being borrowed by a couple friends, so I don't have.
Oh, if you had two of them, then I could have magic, then you could have made it. You just had mine.
How about this? Magic. There we go. I got
one too. Mine would be magic, but it'll take a few minutes.
I think you see the clip going to him in his car driving to it.
No, actually, it's just back there with my other little stuff there. You know what? Hold on, because it'll be worth showing. Give me a second. Keep saying magic.
Magic.
Is that going to be the new Woomy?
Woomy.
Hey, hello. Hi, my name is Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hi,
Sean. How you doing?
What's up? Welcome to the stream. Also, those who are saying SNES is the best console, yeah, I actually, and that's maybe a good question. What would you say your best consoles are? Mine are SNES and the Wii tied.
Mine are, I'm going to say, I love...
Oh, sorry. No, go for it.
No, I love, like, speedrunning attempting Super Mario World on the NES. But I gotta say, I love SNES Mario World, or Super Mario Bros. On the NES and Super Mario World. But so I was saying NES and the Wii U, just because I never really got into the Wii for some reason. But the Wii U, I love like Tropical Freeze and just so many games that I played on, and Mario Maker. So I'd say the same as you, I guess. No, you had the Wii.
These are my favorites, guys.
Oh yes. Oh. And I'm back after saying magic. Here it is.
Hey-o.
Ah.
There it is. In the box still. Actually, I had to pack it up, so it's not been taken out.
Nice as rice.
Nice.
And Jenny had to show her DS, so I had to just put mine up on screen. We got so many things to like.
It's amazing.
Show your switches, everyone. No.
Mine's up there. I might break it trying to get it.
That's gonna be another few magic moments.
All right, here's my Switch.
Are we all doing this now?
Sure.
Here's my Switch. I just undocked it.
Here's my older version of my Switch.
Workout here.
Oh, you got that mini Switch.
No, my Switch is up there. I can't get at it because it's like a picture right in front of it. And
I can't find it in my console, sadly.
Oh. The Switch is a really good system. I do like it. It's probably going to be ranked very high in terms of Nintendo consoles.
Magic.
I don't like to say it, but I don't hardly ever play my Switch. Oh, I know it's bad.
I
But
don't know what to
There
say.
we go.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
Owl says he's ready to go
Oh,
when it's
That's
his
beautiful.
turn. It is.
Yeah,
We
All
are
right.
10,
10
minutes,
minutes now.
too. So maybe
Yeah,
some
we should
final
start wrapping up.
thoughts?
probably clue up in 5 minutes, and then it gives him 5 minutes to.
Yeah,
Or what do you think?
yeah, works
Nice as
works
race.
for me, I'd say.
And how long is his time slot? I'm just gonna look at the calendar.
2 hours.
That worked better.
Yeah, we've got 2 hours of Pokemon coming up, and then 2 hours of some kind of voice chat, hanging out, more kind of ask me anything, some word games, things like that. And then of course, again, 3 hours of Saving Liberty and 3 hours of John Paul O'Keefe playing Super Mario Maker. It's going to be a really fun day. 12 hours of content. Hey, maybe we should just take a quick peek at some of the other stuff
And
coming
I
down
need
the
to
line
say
this week.
Yeah,
one thing when I
that's a good
can,
idea.
because the new schedule that is shared, it's giving like whatever time zone I'm guessing Jenny is in.
Oh, is it?
I believe it's giving Pacific time, so you need to
Okay,
change
okay.
that, yeah.
Okay.
But I will pull it up in a moment here, and sorry, and just give you a little bit about what's coming up, because we do have stuff again 6 days a week right now. For Sean and for everyone who might be new here, we are a family-friendly channel that's aiming to be around-the-clock entertainment 24/7. So this launch day, we've got about a 12-hour stream. We're going to be continuing that with a bunch of streams from 4 a.m. to 8 p. or through 8 p.m. Tomorrow night. We've actually got Fuzzy playing some sleepy speed runs in the morning, and then we've got Rather Ripe playing some Splatoon 2. Scooter playing some NES Online, Super Mario Brothers 3. That'll be tomorrow. GinnyGravity playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. So that's all coming up. And then Friday, we've got some Super Mario Party collab between Scooter and Ginny, and Umbra Quiaz playing some Pokemon. And all of that is coming up in just the next couple of days. So a lot of good content for you to be looking at, checking out, joining us in. I'll be there.
Me too.
I'm
I'll be there.
gonna try to be there if I can. If I'm working, I'll be there in love and lurk.
Yeah, same.
Love and learn.
Love and learn. I think that should be a catchphrase here. Love and learn.
Love and lurk.
Love and look.
I love it. Love and
Everything.
learn.
Yeah, my phrases. I don't even know where to come from. I'm sorry.
That should be a command. That should be a command for anyone who's gonna lurk. Love and lurk. I love it.
Love and learn.
I love this idea.
Oh,
It
good.
reminds me of-
Fuzzy. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
Fuzzy says it'll be Zelda in the morning. I was going to ask about that. Perfect.
And Krona, hey, welcome to the
Welcome in,
channel.
Chrono.
Welcome.
Chrono.
Chrono, is that Chrono?
Yes, it
Is
is.
it Chrono? Is it Chrono? Yay, Chrono!
Yay.
No
Chrono.
wormhole.
No wormhole. No, not yet. Or
That's
I don't know if
that's
there
a
will be
command
one.
I have in my channel that you can
Live and let lurk.
live and
I know what that reference to.
I do
That's
know
the-
that. That's a song.
It's a song, yep.
Isn't it Live and Learn?
Or,
Live
well,
and let
that's
lurk.
another one too.
I mean, that is another
Uh,
one. That's from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
that
No,
song.
live and learn. That's not from. Wait, what? Anyway,
Sonic
It's
Adventure
from
2.
the band name starts with an M.
Lots of
The band
things.
name starts with an M. I'll tell you, it's in the Discord.
The so yeah, we've got Zelda in the morning, and then yeah, we're gonna practice the transition of how we do this now, because this is all going to be a bit of a surprise.
Sorry.
Welcome everyone. I wonder what our official tally of we have 39 people following us right now. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
that's
Yes.
awesome.
That
That's
is amazing.
incredible.
That's crazy.
We oh, that
That's
would
what I
be
thought. Giselle Paul McCartney. That's what I thought.
at the end of the stream. That would have been amazing if we hit the qualification number already.
What? I don't even know. What is it? I forget.
It's 50. 50
yeah.
for the end of
50.
this 12-hour stream. I mean, 50.
Wait, so it's 50 followers per
3
affiliate?
concurrent viewers. Yep,
3
and
concurrent viewers where we've been
7
averaging
unique
about 25,
and 7 unique streaming days. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
which we
Wow.
have on the calendar for sure. So
Oh yeah.
my friends, let me just say we were talking about it. We were like, I mean, we feel like this could be really successful. I think this is definitely I would consider this a successful launch.
Oh
Absolutely.
Lord, Lipton,
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't say that
definitely.
20
There
times.
you go. There's that Lord Lipton.
Oh. Natsume, were you saying something? Sorry.
I'm not sure what I was gonna say, but now I was gonna say that I feel like we should all finish with Lord Lipton.
That is mine, Natsume. No.
Copyright. We gotta come up with one of our own
Joking.
for this. But
Okay.
we should.
We could
gotta
all say selecting start.
Yes.
Or you say, yes,
Yes.
thank you
Selecting
for
start.
joining and selecting start. Yeah, thank you for joining and selecting start. Maybe, I don't know.
Or just thank you for
Too many
selecting
words.
start.
Thank you for selecting. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Too
Thank
many
you for
words for my
selecting
brain
start.
to
There we go.
handle.
So thank you
So
for
it's like
selecting
3, 2, 1,
start.
go.
Yep.
Or wait, how did that work? It would be on go.
On
Like we
go.
don't say go.
I'd say like on not 4. So be 1, 2, 3.
So thank you for selecting start. See, I've already
Yeah,
messed it up.
So like 1, 2, 3. Thank you for selecting start. So on 4.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no verbal 4, if you know what
Okay.
I mean.
All
We
right.
promise. We'll
Let's
get
do
this
this.
down some other time.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do
Alright.
it.
1, 2, 3.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
selecting
selecting start.
Maybe talk so slow. I think it's because the tempo that Ginny said, it was like 1, 2, 3. I'm like, is everyone gonna go on the tempo of it or?
We can try that again if you like.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Who's
One.
doing the counting?
Oh. You can.
Ginny.
Go ahead.
No, Ginny. Ginny did it the first time. You got it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you
for
for
selecting
selecting
start.
start.
Oh
think that
Lord,
was
lift
somehow
them.
worse.
We'll get it down.
Anyway.
We'll
You
get
know
it
what we need to
down.
do? Let's record our voices, and then when we go to 4, we just push a button and everyone just moves their mouth.
Automatically sing.
Automatically.
All right.
Somebody
Well,
break
you've
out one
got
of
some
those
awesome-
metronomes.
Yeah, those
You've got some
metronomes.
awesome Zizal coming up next with Pokemon Shiny Hunting. I think you're gonna love it. And we'll
And
see you in a little bit.
All right,
See you
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Nice is right.
Bye.
Later.